Hiya.
What is going on, brothers and sisters? Comic book community. Yo, man. This is Coast to Coast Comics. I thank you all for hanging out on this very special edition of Coast to Coast Comics because for the first time, we have the man, the 1K legend, Fatal J in the house. Well, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing excellent. I'm doing magnificent. I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing incredible. I'm doing awesome.
Nice, man. Nice
It's,
to have you on the show. Thank you for accepting the invite. It's been a long time
it's,
coming, and I
it's
really
been
do
a long
appreciate
time
it.
coming. And let me tell you something, Rod. Uh, you was the first dude that I met in the comic world, and you opened up a door where I done met a lot of cool people that come on my channel all the time and show support. The comic community is the dopest community I ever met on YouTube. Oh man, y'all awesome, man.
Well, you know what? Uh, I'm happy to open that door up, man. It's pretty dope, and I'm happy to have you on the show, man. We're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. We could talk about 2019, a bunch of comic books, a bunch of stuff from the 1990s, and we could talk about stuff from that era, a bunch of great comic book writers, creators, and all that stuff. Fatal, it's gonna be a long night because we got a bunch of people that want to jump on Fatal J. But
Yeah.
you know what? If people never seen you before, let the people know who you are, brother.
Let me tell you something. My name is Fatal J. I happen to be the guy that sometimes I take what I want. I have a live stream where I put on a ski mask and I rob people live streams. You can actually thank Perry Comics for that because I was watching the lurking and I said, you know what? This lurking is a little cool, but Fatal need to step it up a notch. I'm going to put on this ski mask and I'm going to rob people's YouTube channels. So that's the type of guy I am, a friendly person. Thank you.
Friend person indeed, man. He is a great homie in the comic book community. I've been watching Fatal J recently. I won't say forever, you know. I've been watching him before the whole, ski mask and stuff like that. I up on his chat and you know what? He's an awesome guy, man. It's awesome to have him on the show for the first time. And like I said earlier on the show, we just started. I want to say thank you so much for hanging out on Coast to Coast Comics. Jeffrey Comic Hand Hansen cannot be on the show tonight. That's my buddy that's been there.
See, I'm gonna miss Jeff because Jeff got the cooler hats. I wanna grab one of his hat collections, man. Yo, well, look, Rod, we know you got the signature hat. That's your signature thing, man. That's like your cape, you know.
Well said, man. Well said. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna pull up the chat on my phone. We got a bunch of people are gonna jump on the show. We're gonna have a great time, guys. This is an awesome show we're gonna have before we end the year. We're gonna talk about whatever you want. It's an open invite. What I want to say too, and I want to pull up not the invite. I want to pull up the chat on YouTube on my phone because this thing works a lot better than StreamYard because StreamYard is kind of delayed, guys. So just bear with me 1 second, guys.
While you doing that, I want to shout out some people that
Do
be on
it.
my channel. I want to shout out Wookie Supremacy. Man, I'm glad you here, man. I'm glad you come to my channel and show support. You're a supporter. Downright Nerdy Podcast. How you doing, my friend? You're so awesome.
Nice,
See,
man.
these people I'm naming out, I talk to them on a regular basis. It's because of you, Rod, and it's because of you that I met this crazy guy from Florida named Perry.
Yep. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. You meet a bunch of crazy people, but at the same time, we get to know each other on a personal level.
Yeah.
Text through DMs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I DM Perry often, man, and that's just a cool, unique dude. I want to see Perry one day. Just eat a whole bunch of sugar, drink a whole bunch of sodas, and see what will happen. Because he already act like that without the soda and sugar. So I would like to see him with the sugar and the soda.
All right, nice, man. Nice. We're gonna get to Perry in a few seconds, but let me acknowledge the chat real quick. We got Lindsay B. Hello, dear. Two Gun Pedro. What's going on, bro? They can comment. Dímelo, papi. ¿Qué pasa allá en Puerto Rico, man? We got
Muy
Fictional
caliente.
Reality Arts, LLC, Fictional Reality Arts. Thank you. We're gonna talk about this book later on tonight. We got Don Right Nerdy Podcast. Mike Riley, what's going on, man? We got Comic for Blame. What's up, man? Well, you already mentioned Wookie, man. So that's
Wookiee supremacy.
all right. We got James Gallegos. ¿Qué pasa, man? We got Samurai Sam. What is going on? Z Collects. What's up? Perry in the house. Yo, Combo. He was Rob R in the house. Yep. Let's do this. We got Van Ringelen Vigilante, my homie from across the pond. What's up? Superpower Review Kevin. This guy knows a thing or two about Swamp Thing. Check his.
Oh, I love
channel.
Swamp Thing. Why they cancel the TV show? It was
Yo,
dope.
man. Yo, check out his channel. Great homie.
I will. Everybody you name it, I'm gonna subscribe to. I promise.
All right, man, for sure, man. United Comic Universe. What's up, man? Dylan, he's in the house. We got a bunch of people. Life with YouTubers. Sharon's in the house.
Ooh,
What's
hey,
up, man?
Ron, I got to. I can't believe I forgot this. Life with two YouTubers. You can't express that enough. So cool, so awesome. I love your channel. Keep doing your thing. How can I forget Life with two YouTubers? She's like the best supporter in the world.
Yeah, she is awesome. She is awesome. I should go out there into my bedroom and get the shirt that the kid made for me, man. But I will do it. I'll do it once I bring in the homies that want to pop on the show right now. Right now, if you guys have not seen, and don't forget, guys, we're going to have a great show. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about the 1990 comics. We're going to talk about comic book creators. If ever had a thought in your mind about making a comic book, we're going to talk about it today or tonight. So You know what? Let's bring in right now. We got 1-2 Comic Talk in the house. What's going on, guys?
Hey, community.
We are 1-2
Comic Talk,
and we're glad to be here with you guys.
Nice, man.
How you guys doing?
I don't know. You guys is awesome the way y'all did that intro. I like that.
Hey, well, thank you. That's what we are. This is a joint thing. It's he and I, and it's not a one thing. And we love it.
Man, you see that's cool though. Comics and father and son coming together. You see what comics do, people?
Yeah,
it brings people together.
All right, man. If anyone
this community, I agree with you 100%. Fatal.
Yeah.
You hit it right on the head. This community is stronger than most. The people are great, supportive, inviting, warm. I mean, I can't say enough. And I think it's because of all of our uniqueness brings us together as one.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us. Look on the screen. There's not one of us that's any similar other than the fact that we all are similar, and not only our desires, our entertainment, but how we see one another. And that's what brings us together, man.
Yes, sir.
And well said, man. Well said. And if anyone has not seen 1-2 Comic Talk right now, man, let the people know who you are, brother.
Well, we're a father and son show. We like to talk about pop culture and things that father and sons do. One of the things that he recently just did yesterday is tell him, Kai.
I built my skateboard.
So he built a skateboard,
actual modern day trick board.
He recently got a air gun that we did an unboxing.
Airsoft
gun.
Yeah.
What?
We just talk about everything.
Young man. So you're not only cool to where you're a skateboarder, but you also make airsoft guns. How awesome can you be, man?
Junior lifeguarding. He surfs, skates. He does it all. So we share that. We share it with the community, and we know that everyone has different flavors, different tastes, and just to not exclude anyone, we include everyone. Again, just like Rod, like you said earlier, he's one of the biggest, most supportive individuals on all these channels. I don't think without him, you wouldn't see a lot of these people doing what they do.
Yeah.
Without Rod, I think many of us wouldn't be who we are. And I can't extend enough gratitude to him. I really can't.
I thank you for that comment. But you know what? Fatal J is a big part of the comic book community as well. So, you know, people like us, this is what we do. But, you know, Fatal J is awesome. But I want to bring another comic book community member. Before we move forward, I want to say a few more people that jump in the house right now. I'm scrolling down to the chat here. The Immortal Biggie Shack. The Immortal Biggie Shack will be on the comic book community shout out show tomorrow. You're not gonna miss that, brother. Because you know what? We got straps, we got coconuts, and we'll smash heads all day, every day, man. Because that's what we do.
The coconut.
You got the coconuts, man. You got the coconuts.
Don't want to be on the wrong end.
We got
the coconut. Isn't it all the same?
You don't want to be the receiving
United
end.
Comics Universe. Thank you, bro. I actually been checking out your stuff too. I really have. A lot of people in my community been checking out your videos, man. Keep up the good work.
all right, nice, man. Thank you for faithful looking at the chat, man. I really do appreciate that. Don Wright Nerdy Podcast wants to jump on. I gotta send him an invite. I got a bunch of people that want to hang out, man. Guys, I want to get to it right now, but I want to say right now, let's see here. There he is. Dylan, what is going on?
Hey, Dylan.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, my peeps? My favorite father-son duo and Fatal J.
Hey.
Thank you, brother.
Dylan, I already know you cool because you got a Dragon Ball Z post in the background, so I'll rock with you forever.
I got two, bro. Two,
This-
brother.
this
You know I'm down with the
question, though.
DVD.
Dylan, this the key question.
I
Yeah.
see this
Here you go.
one
Watch
off to
this.
the right.
Goku or Vegeta?
Vegeta.
All day, every day. We
All
best
day,
friends
brother.
now. Dylan, you my BFF now.
Yo, I got the OG Gogeta behind me, right next to Kev.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Vegeta
Oh, yeah.
for life.
Oh, yeah. You know how we roll, man.
Love Vegeta, man. He just take what he want. You
I know, man. I love him.
Goku,
You watch
all you,
that,
need to do,
you watch
all you need to do with Goku is hand him a hamburger or a pizza. He don't forget. He don't lost focus. But when it come to
Yeah.
Vegeta, I am the king of all Saiyans.
Bro, I love Vegeta, man. Couldn't have said it any better.
Awesome,
I
man.
should-
We're having a great time just getting to know each other. But, I really do appreciate you guys for hanging out with us, man. We're going to talk about characters and comic books from the 90s. If you guys got some of the best reads from 2019, you know what? I got Don Wright Nerdy Podcast. I want to jump on the house. You know what? I cannot leave out Don Wright Nerdy Podcast. Don
Please
Wright
put him on, man, because that dude, he's another person I interact on. There you go.
Oh,
Oh,
We're getting a lot of people in this stream.
I'd wear it.
what? What?
it don't fit me. This is for Riley. This is a size 2T for kids, I think.
Oh my God, man! Yo,
What's going on, Rod?
you know what?
Fatal
This
J,
is how
1,
we
2,
do,
Dylan.
Man,
hanging out, man. Hanging out with all you guys. This is dope. I gotta bring in one more person that want to jump on the show. This guy's been here before. We got Apex Comics, Brett Cantrell, comic book creator, writer. I hope my whole computer here can handle all this stuff.
Six.
Rod, I'm gonna tell you something about downright. When I make $1 million, when I make $1 million, maybe my setup will be like this man down here.
Dude,
Yeah, no
a
doubt.
lot of this is all hand-me-downs, Blair.
Man, that ain't no hand me down. That's $1 million equipment you got in there, man.
I appreciate it.
Yo, his equipment is deep, man. His equipment is deep. I asked her one time. I said, "Yo, man, how much is a good camera or whatever?" He said, $400. I said, "Thank you," and I was like, I went the other direction.
Rod,
That costs more than my whole setup.
I was watching one of his live streams, bro. Check this out. Okay, you know how a regular live stream just got one camera. This dude here has two cameras going on at the same time. And you mean to tell me this is hand-me-down stuff?
I don't believe it one bit. Man. I don't believe it one bit, guys.
That's how you're into.
All right, so let's get to it, guys, man. I hope
Oh,
you
Rob,
guys-
before you get in, you got a super chat, man.
Oh yeah.
sharing
Yeah.
life with YouTubers,
Sharing.
life with two YouTubers. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. You know what? It's open if you guys want to, donate to the channel. I'll take this cents and I'll probably upgrade this mic right here.
Rob, let me tell you something real fast, real quick. I messed myself up from getting monetized. I was listening to my other YouTube friend, and he was telling me to unlist your videos because it'll hurt your retention if you leave them up. Okay. I realized I was surpassed 4K when I applied. YouTube said I didn't have enough watch time. My other YouTube friend said it's because you're unlisting your videos.
Well, you know what? There's something where you might want to watch John Comics with Kids. He did a show yesterday. I was on that one. So he gives a little bit more detail on it. So you know what? It's something where you want to lean towards to that whole thing. Because you know what? I'm hanging out on Coast to Coast Comics and the monetized stuff. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
If you want to do
But
your
see,
thing.
I hurt myself. I got my 4K back and I just applied again. So hopefully I'll be monetized by the end of the week.
Yeah, I told YouTube I'd like to get monetized, but and I was like, hey, I got a good setup, and they're like, yeah, but all you got are facsimiles. You don't got any originals back there. So
Look here, man. With that $1 million setup, you don't even need YouTube money, man.
Yeah.
I think you need a certain amount of like watch time minutes.
yeah, I think
A
so
certain
too.
amount of subs to be able to get monetized. It's like 2 and 2. Like not 1K just ain't enough. You need a certain amount of watch.
Yeah, you need 4K watch hours and 1K subscribers.
That's what I thought.
All right.
Thank you so much, Samurai Sam, for the super chat.
Yeah,
Really do
just
appreciate that.
$20.
But you know what, guys? This is Coast to Coast Comics. I want to say thank you so much for the panel right now. We have Fatal J, we have 1-2 Comic Talk, we have Apex Comics, we have Don Wright Nerdy Podcast with the most
I
expensive,
don't know. He donated $5.
with the most expensive
Sorry,
equipment in the comic book community. And as always, we have my homie Dylan,
Gotta go.
Comic Book Rants. So let's talk about stuff from the 90s, man. I know Dylan, I was texting, I'm from the 90s, man. What the heck? But you know what? There's stuff on the Disney app we're probably watching now, like the X-Men cartoon.
Yes, sir.
Out there. That's out there. I see a bunch of people watching that stuff right now in the comic book community, man. So not only that, oh man, I got so much notes going on here, guys.
Rod,
But
that
you know what?
X-Men Fox and that Spider-Man animated Fox, and then that Gargoyles, those cartoons changed my life, man.
That Gargoyles was my shit growing up.
I have to
Those
watch
people
that.
ain't hit, bro. I swear.
Darkwing Duck all night.
Oh yeah.
Darkwing Duck all night.
I'm a goofy movie type cat though.
Serious.
So, all right, man. So I'm gonna try to just switch this little format I got here going on, guys. So, what was your best comic books of 2019 that you've read or that you bought this year? I know it's a little different, Fatal J, but we'll get through every topic. And if anyone want to jump in the show, man, all you gotta do is send me an email or send me a message on Instagram with the email address, and we'll take it from there, man.
Okay,
So-
you want me to go first, Rod?
Let's do it, brother.
Okay, like I said, I've been Rod, you, Perry, Second Street Marvel. Y'all have gotten me back in comics. I collect nothing but 90s, but I have read recently for 2019, Super Sons. I thought Super Sons was real interesting. I really like the kid aspect of Batman and Superman, but this time we got Robin and I forget the name of his son, but I read that whole run. I really enjoyed it from from seeing from the child's perspective. I thought that was really cool. And plus, you would never would have thought that they would have made Robin a cool character. Damian Wayne is a cool Robin. So I'm rocking with Super Sons right now, but for 2019.
You mentioned Damien. There he is, right there. Little
Yeah, Damien is cool, man.
Yep. And I know Edwin, I know Perry, they love their Damien stuff. So, you know, it's a great read. I read the first few issues. I did not finish it all, but I enjoyed what I read, should I say.
And the artist did his thing, because I mean that's the thing that always captured me, and I know that's everybody else too. But this artist, he took me back to the 90s with his style. I can't think of the name right now. I can Google it real quick, but that dude did his thing on the art.
Yeah, man.
If it don't have good art, I can't really rock with it. Even if the story is banging, I just can't rock with it if the art not capturing me.
Yeah, the art is it's a key factor when it comes to comic books.
Yeah,
a lot of people look at the cover and be like, "Oh man, that's gonna be a great dope book," and they flip to the pages and be like, "That looks like hot garbage."
Yeah,
so, you know what?
They'll have an A-list artist do the cover, and then when you open up that joint, it's a whole nother story.
Yeah, man, for sure, man, for sure. What do you think about that 1-2 comic talk, guys? What do you think about that? And your whole 90s comics.
It seems that there's a bait and switch at times, and luckily, when we picked up this book, we were just as happy with the art as we were with the story and the interior art, lettering. I mean, everything was just gorgeous about the book. Other than the fact that one, there was only 6,300 books made on its initial run of the first print. Two, every book was damaged. I mean, there was some low number, like only 7 or 8% that were considered undamaged, and even some even got sent back. So for us to not only get one but two books and signed was awesome. But to have it on a book that was, this was kind of the starting of 1-2 Comic Talk for us. This book.
That's what's mainly important about it. It started this whole thing.
So it means a lot to us too. The story meant a lot to us, and now that we're seeing how it's growing into something that's in demand of not just people that are speculators, but the want of the story and the desire of this of the art and everything associated with it is awesome. So to me, to us, this is probably one of the greatest books of this year.
Yeah. Sure, man.
My opinion, my favorite read.
Yeah.
And that is a good pick. That is a good pickup because Edwin the Comic Jabroni loves that read, and he says it all the time whenever we talk about Kanto. He said he loves the story, but he can connect it to a family, father and son relationship. So that is amazing that you guys got that book. And with that being said, I want to say what's up to Samuel David in the house, Victor Ulan. What's going on? If you got comics on your mind, that's because my homie is in the house, man. What is going on? Comics for Blame in the house. Yo, man. Thank you all for hanging out, man. All right, let's see here, man. Dylan, what you got? We're going to go around the clock. And let's talk about, any books that you've read that you was like, yo, that was dope, man.
You got a super chat and it's funny.
Oh, I got a super chat. Oh, that's Perry Comics, man.
He's giving you $1.99 for the latest Daredevil.
Oh, man. Good Lord, man. Thank you so much, Perry.
He said, what am I eating, Perry? I'm at my parents'. I'm not at my apartment right now. I'm eating a taco salad that my mom made. You see that?
Oh, nice.
That's nice, man. That is nice, man. You know what? I can't even, man. Thank you for that, Terry. Thank you for that super chat for asking Jay there what he's eating. But back to the book, man. What book you read that you was digging, Dylan, man? Let us know.
I mean, it's the easy one for me always, man. Not this, I mean, I love this issue, but the whole Venom run, man. That's my pick of the year, dude. I can't stress it enough. I just absolutely love it, man. I mean, it's what keeps me coming back to my shop weekly. If I had to drop every book I got, I mean, Venom would be the one that I ain't letting go. Venom and Immortal Hulk, like, no way. So I highly recommend those two books, but Kanto's a great one too. Middle West, I got so many, man.
Venom fan.
Middle West.
I'm a big Venom fan too.
He's just a symbiote fan in general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Carnage,
dude,
I am too, bro. I'm really hyped. Like, my top 3 movies of 2020 is that Venom movie, Venom 2.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't wait to see that.
I can't wait either. Who they got to direct it is
Andy Serkis.
Yo.
And you know how Andy Serkis do. He really loved the films he in.
Oh yeah.
So he gonna put some care into this one.
Yep.
And you know what? I could see Andy Serkis playing Venom.
Dude, I mean, the dude was Gollum. I mean, he could do anything.
And not only was he Gollum, he was Caesar from Planet of the Apes too.
Sir.
That's the same guy doing that?
I love
That's
that.
the same guy, Rod.
He did, dude. He did all 3 of them.
Yep.
Whoa.
That was like his baby, I think, too. Like the Planet of the Apes movies.
He was
All right,
also
wait a minute, man.
he was also Snoke in Star Wars.
Yep, he was
Yes, sir.
Snoke also.
I forgot about that.
Yep, there it is, man. Downright Nerdy Podcast, man. We'll keep on talking about what we're just talking about. But man, any books you read that was like dope, man, that you was like, holy crap.
For 2019, 2. I got the Hoxpox. I was definitely infected with Hoxpox this year. And then Once and Future got me too. So
I got that on my list.
I'd probably put Once and Future above Hoxpox just because while I love the 12 issues, what they have been doing with it with the Dawn of Vex, I haven't really been too excited about. I'm still giving it a shot, still reading them as they come out. But yeah, just the Hoxpox in general. And I mean, going back to the artist, Fatal J, what you were talking about, the Tom Hiddleston covers is I've been collecting all of those. And the interior covers or the interior art is beautiful as well. I like them all.
Awesome, man. That's pretty dope, man.
I agree.
Let Fatal eat those tacos. Let's talk about Apex Comics. Yo, Brett, man, what's going on, Brett? Let the people know. You know, if they've never seen you before, you've been on the show before, but have you read anything lately that you want to tell the community about that was a great read or your best read of 2019, Mr. Cantrell?
I enjoyed Vaders. Vaders are really good.
Damn.
I also enjoyed. I've been doing some crowdfunding support lately. Cyberfrog Blood Honey, Ethan Van Sciver. That's a dope comic book. I enjoyed also another crowdfunding project. Jawbreakers God King was good, and DC Villains, The Joker. I like that one. And there's Immortal Hulk. I like the past issues of that too. And I'm getting more interested in the independent stuff. There's a lot of talented writers and artists that want to make it. They have more respect to their fans than the big 2 companies. And that's what I'm seeing right now. The crowdfunding is going to be the future of comics. That's where it's going to be.
I agree.
100%
Guess what,
agree.
Apex? Apex, I don't mean to cut you off, but you said something that really blew my mind when I thought about it. Ethan Van Sciver, Cyberfrog. Did you know he almost raised $1 million for that comic book?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Whoa.
absolutely.
I mean, that's something that never happened before in comics ever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's the big thing that's going right now. It's going to keep growing and growing as long as Marvel and DC can learn from Ethan and the other independent guys to get in touch with their fans like they have. And the direct market and the big companies, it seems like they're ignoring the suggestions of their fans. and they're not making the quality comics like they should be doing. And it's very important. We got to support each other, support the fans, support the artists. They're the ones creating the books, and it makes sense. Let's get back to the 90s, if you don't mind. There's one comic book, one of my favorite comics, that's kind of under the radar in the 90s. It's Nomad, Marvel Comics Nomad, Fabian Niciezi and Samuel Clark Hallbaker. Let me grab it for you real quick. Here's the first issue. You guys seen this before?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I think I have
it's really
that
cool
in my collection.
This book, his artwork reminds me of Neil Adams. It's a fold-out kit cover. It's really cool. Comes into one, right? It's also, you have a map.
I don't do that no more.
No.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Cheap ass
Especially
company.
what crowdfunding comics are doing. Ethan has came up with lenticular covers. I don't have it on me right now. It's somewhere in the other room, but they have lenticular covers. The crowdfunding, you also have tiers. If you make a certain tier, like 25,000, you get a maybe a card, a sketch card maybe, and reach another tier like 50,000, you get additional pages in the comic book. You reach another goal, you get a limited edition ash can or something like that. It's really cool. And this is actually an example of the early 90s. They come up with gatefold covers. That's the beauty of it. I even have a signed Fabian Niciezi Nomad that I have. This is issue number 2 with Hallbaker cover and interior. You got Niciezi's signature right there. It's really cool. You also got the 3rd issue, which has U.S. agent on there. They're crashing out the window in a brawl. So
That is amazing.
Was that Spawn?
that's Nomad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I saw Spawn fighting somebody on that Nomad comic.
Oh no, it's no, it's this one right here. Yeah, it's the red. It's U.S. agent.
Oh, okay.
Shield. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Spawn is one of the big 90s comics. I really enjoy Spawn.
Yeah, but you know what? That's funny you said that.
Don't
What
worry.
was a big letdown for me for 2019 was
Yeah.
Todd McFarlane coming back to Spawn. Did y'all read that?
Yes, sir.
He was always on Spawn. He was just writing it and inking it.
Well, I'm. You sure?
Yeah.
I thought he was just writing for a while.
Yeah, because I know Greg Capullo did Spawn for a while, and then there was some other artists after him.
He might have been.
Yeah,
You might be thinking about Savage Dragon. Now that artist, he never stopped doing the comics. Eric Larson.
Yeah, Eric Larson stayed with it the whole time. McFarlane would jump in and out.
Yeah.
There's a difference between Eric Larson and Tom McFarlane. Tom McFarlane started out, writing and drawing it for like maybe a dozen issues. Then
Yeah.
And then after that, son Jason Alexander has done a lot of the interiors also. But what McFarlane does, he writes it and he inks some of the pages and he does some of the covers. But yeah, so
Todd has always wrote. He always wrote Spawn.
Yeah, he's always written.
No, but what I'm saying is, I think it hit like the 300 issue or something like that. I remember reading it this year, and it was a big letdown. He actually did. Huh?
They're at 303 now. Behind us, we actually have 300 and 301, and we have sketches on those books. One by Juan Gideon and one by Jason Sean Alexander.
Well, this is the issue where Todd did the whole comic and Spawn, like within and this is spoilers to everybody. Spawn took off.
The spoilers can wait because I need to put someone on timeout.
Okay.
I need to put someone on timeout because there's someone that want to jump on the show.
Oh.
And you know what? I gotta put someone on timeout. So let's bring in
Go ahead.
you guys. If I could put someone on timeout.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. Me.
All right, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
man.
Mike.
It's all
I'm
good. I'll be
sorry,
back.
Mike.
I'll be hanging.
All right, so
All right,
Mike
man.
will still be on the show. We're gonna put
gonna make
Mike on the quick timeout.
Oh, why did he leave?
The main man himself.
Yeah.
Oh man, what it do?
There
There he is,
It's
man.
Fatal J's night.
This is my second best buddy because Rod is my first best buddy.
Hey, hey, man, this is a long time coming, man. I found Fatal J's channel, and then I started diving into his community, and I've been rocking with Abu Nas, Drunk 3PO, fucking the Margin, or what's the name? Yeah, man, I've been enjoying all the streams. It's like every time they're live, no one in the comic community is live, so I'm like, I'm still enjoying it, man.
Hey, do
It's
you
been
like
awesome.
Abu Nas? Because he'll do a full rap concert on his live streams.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I'll be typing bars in the chat with flame emojis all day.
Oh man, thank you so much for Perry hanging out on Coast to Coast Comics, man. We're here talking about 90 comics and you know, just a little bit about 2019, man. It's awesome. I want to thank you all for hanging out with us. There's so much to get to, so much topics to talk about. I want to say thank you so much for yo, man, 1-2 Comic Talk in the house, man. I don't want to forget these guys because this is a young channel. They're growing. They will be on the comic book community shout out show. That's already booked. We're gonna have a great time talking with them, get to know them a little bit better. Right now, this may be off the rails, so I apologize for that. But you know what? That's what happens, man. But there was a topic that Fatal J and we were talking about, you know, off camera or through text. 90s, man. We had Batman, we had Spider-Man, and next thing you know, we talk about comic book artists, some of those great ones out there. And it was one of those topics where it was like, who did the best Spider-Man artwork? Or who did the best Batman artwork? I know Perry's gonna say one name. I know he digs one. So, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Iconic.
You thinking the same thing I'm thinking, sir?
Hell yeah, same here,
Iconic.
man.
Yep.
And
There
I
it
don't
is.
think, to be honest, anybody have touched him yet when it comes to Spider-Man.
I need to track that whole series.
Okay, now
man.
is there still McFarlane right here? There's still McFarlane.
If I recall,
It's
No,
like
it's a-
4
it's a
issue
dog.
series.
Jim Craig. Yeah, it's a Craig. What is another McFarlane though is I do have
Nice.
another one somewhere. I have a 47 somewhere.
Isn't that only like a 4-issue run too? The Torment.
If I recall, I think it's 5.
Okay.
5.
Man, I gotta track that down one of these days.
I
I
know
got,
during that time, I remember like Jim Lee, one of Jim Lee's first thing, and if we're talking 90s, you know, this was
Oh,
Image
if we
time.
talking 90s, the king, you just said his name.
That's
And-
right up Perry's alley, man. That's right up Perry's alley,
Image
man.
was mostly in the beginning a Malibu release. So this, you know, Jim Lee was Malibu, not, you know, all these guys had to use Malibus. So you can even see these were Malibu colors. You know what I mean? So when Stormwatch did its full series and they had to go in the Image name, they were still producing through Malibu. You know, I was fortunate enough to actually experience some of the cool aspects of that because I end up knowing a lot of these people. Down the street, Danny Mickey was working at a comic book shop called Jeffries, which is still here. I knew the dad, so I had everyone going through there. Brian Murray, I had Dan Fraga, which I still see some of these people to this day. You know, I mean, I again, like all this stuff behind me, this is, let me show you, this is all 90s stuff. Paul Miotti, you know, that's some of the sketch work I got from him. This is Mark Pacella, or Pacella, or however you want to say it. You know, some custom Wolverine stuff.
Oh yeah.
Kyle ended up showing you that's the Cable, also done by Mark. Like I said, you know, this is back in the day when I was hooking up with people like even Matt Groening, Joe Quesada, before Joe started only doing the creative aspect of it, which who knows what he's going to do now that Kevin is in there. You know, Joe might be looking for an artist job pretty soon. But again, Boingo Comics came in, so this was all new stuff happening in the '90s.
That's so cool.
So we had opportunities,
That's awesome.
Meet people like this and get stuff like this done. And it was a time when these people, like, I'm going to go to Kai and I are going to go to a signing in about 3.5 weeks, and Jim Lee's going to be there.
Okay.
He's asking
Nice.
over $40 per signature. Now, when I met him, and I have Wildcat stuff,
know
and I
what?
have all this other stuff,
And that's right up
it
Jim
was
Lee
all
alley.
free.
You know what? For Jim Lee, $40 is cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the 90s, they're free. They're
And that's
free
what I'm
autographs.
getting at. Is, the reason why he's able to charge that amount of money is, well, Apex, you were probably there back in the day, and Rod, you were too. We were the ones that put these people at this caliber, meaning they would not be receiving these type of accolades in this duration of time without us buying their books.
That's right.
So now they have to double charge us because what? We're the ones that made them? I'm not holding it against it. I just like what that did now is now I will probably show him a book that he signed for me in the 90s and say, I'm sorry, sir, I can't afford you. But then I'll walk right over to Donnie Cates and I'm going to have Donnie sign 5 of them for half that price.
There
Well, you know
go.
what? I'm not trying to defend Jim Lee, but JimLee is a freaking rock star when it comes to the comic book world.
I agree.
Just think
I will
about
not
how
deny
many
it.
people is coming up to his booth if he come to a Comic Con.
Exactly why you don't need to charge that much, though.
No,
Speaking of
exactly.
Jim
He
Lee,
does.
and-
I think he should charge more because people are going to these artists and they're bringing them a stack of books.
Yep.
They're getting them
Oh,
signed.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
getting them graded. They're throwing them on eBay and doubling, tripling the price. Why is he making people money in their pocket? Hell no. Hell
No,
no.
man, you know how rich he is.
Bro, I don't care if he rich, bro. My
Yeah,
dad made
that's right.
18 million last year, bro, and he cares about $5 that's missing out the cash register. So I don't want to hear that he rich. Hell no.
Well, I guess other people would act different when they got these-
You
I'll
know
be
what?
blowing that shit, man.
When Donnie Case dropped
No
that
way.
first Venom issue, that line at MegaCon, there was no one there. There was probably 4 people. And you know what? I was so happy that I was nervous as hell to have it signed. I was like, all right, fine. Where's the line at? They were like, it's right there. And I was like, talking to my wife, oh my God, can you hold my bag? And I was like, what do I do? She's like, just hold the damn book in your hand. And I get to the line, and I told the story many times, man. Don't record him. You better let him know you're recording. Man, he's doing this, and he goes, are you recording me? And my wife goes, yes, sir. Real loud. And I was just like, he goes, next time give me a heads up. But you know what? I got a sign, Venom #1. And that's my story of Donnie Cates. But there's plenty more stories we could talk about, guys. But hey, man, it's
I really like Donnie Silver Super Black series.
what was that?
Yeah, Cates is Silver Surfer Black. He was saying we love that book.
Same here.
Oh,
Anything Cage writes, I'm buying it. You hear the hype about issue?
See, that's
20?
how I am about Jim Lee. Anything Jim Lee drawing, I'm buying. I don't care if the story sucks. I'm still buying it.
You might have to wait
Yeah.
on a couple delays though.
Oh yeah, he gonna definitely delay, but he put so much detail and
He's
his
so
artwork is so good. I can understand.
Oh yeah.
The last run he did was I think it was Suicide Squad. I knew he wasn't gonna come through timely. It was so much detail in that book. Man, I love Jim Lee. The very first comic book I ever picked up in my life was that X-Men #1 that sold for $1 million. Not the
Yes,
actual, just one comic sold for $1 million, but I'm talking about as a whole in sales, it sold $1 million.
$7 million.
Yeah, over
$7 million, yeah.
over
And
a
that's
million
what,
bucks.
and
yeah.
that's what started the X-Men Fox cartoon was that Jim Lee run.
Exactly.
And we're not talking
Yeah.
about Turok, guys. All right, just throw that out there. Just a funny note out there.
Gerard's
But,
a good book.
It is a great book. It's one of those things that we look back in time and see, wow, man, that was crazy.
Why do they print so many?
Well, they print many books, but we find books nowadays, guys, out there in the dollar bin. It's like we go out there right now, right, guys? Every Wednesday we go out there shopping, and we're like, oh my god, man, I need this book. I need this book. Next thing you know, we can't find it, and we go to a con or a local event at a hotel or whatever it is, and next thing you know, there it is, man. 5 books, a dollar bin. I picked up my first farmhand, and that book is gonna be hot. I got 1 copy, pay a book for it. If you guys haven't read Farmhand, but get ready, it's gonna be an AMC, TV show coming soon. So
Wow.
I picked Middle West over that one.
Yeah.
But I hear good things. I still got to read it.
Middle West, man, come on. Perry, you talked about Middle West earlier on your video.
Yeah, I was there. I picked Middle West up when it dropped. I had it pre-ordered. I went out and got all the exclusive covers.
Nice.
Any of you guys checked out Vampire State Building?
No,
Yeah,
I did it.
I saw it, but I passed on it.
It's really good.
All right.
That's one of my favorites in 2019, by the way.
Oh well.
I'll have to check that out.
That's
I
great.
like horror books.
Yeah.
I was surprised my shop even had it because they barely ever get any indie titles.
Hey,
Yeah.
I just really want to say, I'm feeling a little tired. Had fun hanging out with all you guys. My dad's gonna stay here. I'm gonna cruise out.
He's got a friend
Okay,
over, so he's gonna.
Hey, man,
Rock
come
on
back.
that skateboard.
Yeah, make me a skateboard and make me an airsoft gun, please.
All right, man, I want to say thank you so much for everyone in the house right now. We have Fatal J. We have Fatal J is our special guest. This is an open invite. If you
I
want to
am honored.
the show, we have 1-2 Comic Talk, Apex Comics in the house. Our homie Dylan Comics in the house, man. This whole panel is amazing. We have Perry Comics, is an awesome comic book community member. He just dropped out a video, and when he put it on his premiere, this is the funny thing. It's not funny, guys, but he sends me like I like the comment. Well, not the comment, but that he put the video on, tagged me on it. But he said it took me 3 hours to do the intro.
Yeah.
You know what? The effing intro was freaking worth every second, and I have to say, it was amazing, dude. It was amazing, man.
Oh, yeah.
Better go show them love, man.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm trying to learn because the program I'm using to edit my videos has an animation function, so I'm trying to learn how to do like animation and stuff. So, baby steps.
I love how you ended it. That was funnier than hell.
Yeah, he's good with
Were the
the
kids
editing,
yelling?
man.
I
I'm still
saw
learning how
that
to editing too, man. It just takes up too much time.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
sleep.
it's
Shoot.
growing
Yo,
already.
this man
Right
ain't
before
got
you go to bed, just drink some coffee. It'll be good.
Oh man, coffee is the drink of kings, man.
Let me go and share a page with you guys, if you don't mind. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Let's do this, Mr. Brett. There you go, brother.
Okay,
Oh, he better drop the fire.
That.
Man, you drew that, bro?
Yep. Drew it and ink it.
Craig,
What?
that is
Badass,
beautiful.
though.
Man,
Holy.
Thank you.
The butt
got a bat
You showed
demon.
Why
fighting-
why aren't
Man,
we
he got a bat demon fighting a cat.
done by
Man.
you?
This is Nomad series. Captain America's ex-partner.
Man, talk about 90s style right there, baby. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
That's a nice
Yeah.
You ever work on any comic books? Work
I
like
smell.
that, you should.
You're showing my very first one, Executor. I'll bring the camera over. There's Executor. There's the issue number 2. There's the Femme Fatale over here, right there.
That's cool.
All these ash cans, Succubus of Liberty, Apex Comics Cavalcade, Femme Fatale Origin issue,
Marvel, you need to
Madam
hire
X.
this man.
and of course Fembat, Ashcan, and Working Class Heroes, which I helped produce.
DC, you need to hire this man.
No, we gotta get Image because they gonna just try to take all his shit and give him no money.
Well, this what I want. Is Image pretty much like on DC and Marvel level now? Are they still all about the independent artists and writers?
I believe so. That was a part of the contract from day one.
Yeah.
That everything that besides the label being owned, like the logo,
Yeah.
anybody who writes and creates something is 100% theirs.
Yeah, because they getting huge now. I mean, they've been huge, but they got a lot of movies, all type of stuff coming out. And they got some huge stuff. Like they got Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, that's so good, bro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Appreciate
So,
You know what? I had a dream about her.
What kind of dream? What kind of dream?
Not one we can talk about on this live stream.
Oh boy.
you can if you want to.
Yeah.
You can if you want to, man.
Because remember, it's all for adults.
Here's some 90s art. 1990s for Enforcers Incorporated. Oh, you guys can see that.
Man.
The giant. And the,
Your stuff is better than the stuff that's coming out.
oh, thank you.
It's coming
We got
out.
The T-Rex Fighter. So early 90s.
You know what? Now think about that. What that picture I just seen? Who
Yeah.
would have thought a superhero fight a dinosaur, bro? You need to come out with a comic soon. No one has ever thought about that before. You'll never see Superman fighting a dinosaur.
Batman did.
Yeah.
He did.
He did, didn't he?
All right. So, yo, Brett, hold
There
that
you
for
go.
1 second. Hold that for 1 second right there, brother. And
Okay.
I wanna show off. Francisco Reyes has been doing a comic book. CRX is called. That's his book. And I'm gonna give myself the solo panel here, which I hardly don't do. But he sent me issue
Damn, look how
2.
big Rod is.
Don't worry, I'm not taking off my shirt. This is Francisco Reyes' second issue of CRX. All right, guys,
Nice.
you can find that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can find this on Amazon, and this is his second issue. I have to say, his website or his YouTube channel is Fictional Reality Arts LLC. Great homie in the comic community. You can see him doing some art on Instagram live, but this is what he does. This is his second issue. It's amazing, man. It's awesome that we got comic book writers and creators, and they're doing it.
Yeah. That's true, man. Because these people, these independent artists and writers,
Yeah.
they have the best ideas, but Marvel and DC won't give them a shot. So why not try it yourself?
Yeah.
There
All
it
their
is,
all their
man.
stuff is story driven. Marvel's just, Marvel, DC, they do what they want. But
Yeah, I can understand what you mean, man. Because Marvel is like a factory now.
yeah,
Every blue moon, you'll have a good gem. And the same thing, well, DC been bringing the pain lately, but Marvel, they been kind of factory with it.
yeah. I'd say like Johnny Cates and Al Ewing are like the two that I feel like get to do what they want.
Nice. Somebody
Yo,
phone is buzzing.
I've been
Or they got a
getting
duck in their living room.
Getting
My
hella
vibrator
sick
on.
lately.
Either someone has a duck in their living room or their phone buzzing.
I know. I kept
or-
checking my phone like I thought
Something
I
else
put it on
buzzing.
silent.
There's gonna be a lot of buzz going on tonight, guys. Get ready. But oh man,
Hey, is my boy frozen right here?
I think so.
come
Well,
on.
guess what? If he's frozen, I'm frozen. I'm gonna be frozen just like him.
I'm gonna kick him out. He'll jump back on. He has the. What you mean? You're gonna be? You can't leave the show, Fatal.
Who? I'm not leaving.
You're gonna be here all night, man.
Man, I'm having a blast. My boy Perry here. It's a party now.
It's a party.
Hold on, is Perry frozen? I'm frozen. Hold on, if Perry frozen, I'm frozen.
I knew. Yo, you got me.
We're talking about 301 before. So here's the 300 that I had done. Kai actually had done. Yeah, it's from Juan Gideon.
Holy
that female spawn.
That is a gem.
Beautiful one.
Don't take her.
Hey, I wanted to ask you one.
Here's the 301 by Jason Sean Alexander for 301.
Ooh,
Hey, I know that
but let
guy.
me ask you something though. Let me ask you something real quick. Did you like the story? Because I didn't like that issue.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
It's you know what?
That's my
You're
Hawaiian
seeing it
dance.
develop into a whole nother, trying to reinvent the whole Spawn thing is what he's trying to do. And he's trying to develop more characters, bring back characters. He's trying to get people to continuously, because he knew that by hitting 300, he'd get people to buy him more books because of the monumental aspect of it being world record. And now he's trying to retain those markets. Because again, he normally sells his books for only $2.99. Who else is doing that?
Yeah.
So he's trying to make the numbers mounties, you know what I mean? So he's still getting a certain amount.
Yeah. Todd is
But
a man.
again,
There was like 4 stories in that.
I'm fortunate enough that where we live, we have a place down the street. It's called Comic Bug, and what they do is they support local artists. Every Wednesday, they have a group called Sketchy Bugs and Doodle Bugs. Doodle Bugs is for kids. Sketchy Bugs is for developing artists. So Juan Gideon, who I just showed you, Christy Shen, I believe Frank Gogol, who does Dead End Kids, who's been blowing up everywhere. All these people, they're all associated with Sketchy Bugs. This is all right in my backyard. So that's one of the things, as Rob was saying, you know, support the local artists. One of the things that we do is Kai and I go around and we meet the people that are developing in our backyards. We go to other shops, buy their books there. So we support that shop, our artists, and then we have the luxury to be able to show their stuff years later.
Yo, we killed that. This might be one of my favorite indie titles besides Metal West.
Dead
End Kids is the bomb.
Yeah.
Perry's laughing because I'm gonna say something about Dead End Kids.
I put in the chat. He ghosted your ass. He tried to get an interview. He's like, "Yo, I got you. I got you with the interview, Rod. I got you, bro. I'm coming on tonight, dude." And then just disconnected his phone.
Yeah.
He was
on the interview when I had no subs.
He said he was sick. He apologized. He sent me a signed copy. You know what? It was dope.
Oh, he sent it to you? I thought you won it.
I won it.
Nah, he sent it to you. That was a rigged contest.
Here where it gets a little funny because one of my best
Story gets a little funny.
Oh man, Road of Bones, and you guys don't probably like it. That was my indie book of the year.
Young Money Red.
Already read it, man. Rich Stewart, man.
Dude, it was
okay.
absolutely
It was a story
amazing.
that didn't have a climax, but
Terry, I got to read the Doom that you keep promoting.
this
Doom
what?
comic?
Yeah,
The Doom.
Doom's been pretty good. I've been enjoying it. It's pretty good. I like it.
I know you guys already talked about it. I know Apex said it, but Vampire State Building, really go check that comic out. It is a good series. It's
Okay, I'm
like
gonna check that out. And I need to also, Perry, you suggested another comic book I need to check out too. Wasn't it called Old Man Samurai?
Samurai Grandpa.
Samurai Grandpa.
Yeah. That's coming back.
No wonder I couldn't find it because I asked my comic book store. I said, y'all have Old Man Samurai? He said, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's coming back for a couple more, another 4-part mini, and then I think a 6-part mini after that. So there's a lot more books coming. Not like Road of Bones. You get invested in the book that ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna get crapped on for the rest of my life, man. But you know what though, man? I want to say right now. A few people in the house in the chat just probably just crapping on me. We got C3 Comics. He's in the house. Does he have a question? No. But we got Clemens Price in the house. What is going on, brother? We got Wolf Warner. Oh man,
Wolf Warner, what up, man? I watch your stuff, bro. Your stuff is off the hook.
It is.
Wolf Warner, I rocks with you. Fatal J rocks with Wolf Warner.
Wolf hates me.
I love Wolf Warner, man.
Wolf Warner hates Perry Comics. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. This is an open invite, guys. If you want to jump on this show and talk about comics or whatever's on your mind, there was a question and something that me and Fatal J were talking about. If we could make a comic book, I don't know, man, or create a comic book, that's not up my alley. I'm gonna be honest. But how about you, Fatal? If you had to make a comic book, what would it be and how would it be? Because
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm working on one, and Fatal J loves ninjas. I love kung fu, karate, ninjas, samurai, all that stuff. Anime, manga.
Are they blind? Are they blind? Like
I love the ones where they're blind. The blind ones are cool too. What happened to me in the 1990s? I was born in 86. In 1990, I seen this movie called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It blew my mind. It blew my mind to the point when I was 7, 8 years old. I tried to go into the sewer, and my mom said, "What the freak are you doing?" I said, "I'm going in the sewer because that's where the Ninja Turtles live." She said, "If you don't get out
I
of
need the
that
powers."
huh?
That's where the ooze is. I need the power.
Right. Order me
You're
a
like,
pizza.
it's cool, ma. I got some pizza.
Yeah. My mom said, if you don't get your leg out of that sewer, I'm getting the switch and I'm going in on you.
Oh, damn.
But if I was to make a comic, which I'm working on right now, it's going to be a ninja revenge story. You know the ninja revenge stories where somebody kills the master and then the student has to go and kill whoever killed the master. I'm working on something like that.
So
Now,
Fatal J,
my dream artist, even though I know it will never happen in a billion years, I will get Jim Lee to draw it. I know that would never happen, though.
Send him a DM.
Oh man, that's crazy.
You know what? If I get Jim Lee to draw that,
To draw the cover, do like a little commission.
and he'll charge me $200,000 to do it, Perry. You
Like,
know
take
he would.
a couple grand, you know?
Hey, just for one line costs $100,000 from Jim Lee.
What do you think about that? 1-2 Comics. If you had to make a book, man, if you had to make,
I have some things in mind, and one of the things first in mind is I play music, so I've written lyrics. I've decided to take some of the stuff of my past and write out as in books. So I came up with some Greek mythology stuff that I've been able to pull together. So the story of Echo and the story of Narcissus, I actually wrote a love story where the two meet. And that was one of the first things I want to work on. I'm probably going to get together with my sister-in-law, and that might be something she and I might work on. Again, because right down the street, this is what they do every Wednesday for 3 hours is they work on stuff like this.
nice, man. That's
So I'm fortunate I have resources.
you got the resource. How about
You're out in
you?
LA, aren't you? Cali?
I'm sorry.
You're out in California, aren't you?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
The area I'm at is Manhattan Beach. So I'm just about 5 miles away from LAX.
I was gonna ask, you were probably one of them dudes in those lines when Image blew up when they first came out.
That's what I'm saying is I was, Danny
wanted to ask
Mickey
you
was
that.
here, and because of that, I met everyone in the Extreme studios, everyone.
Ooh, it's Tree, Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why when we're talking about, stories of meeting people and things like that, I wanted my son to meet Rob. but
you know
Rob
what?
wanted
This
so
is what I
much
don't
money.
understand. My friend right here. What's your name again? I forgot.
1, 2, or
Kevin,
Mr.
my
1
name's
2.
Kevin.
Mr. 1 2.
Or Kevin.
People give Rob Liefeld a lot of flack, but I got a big Rob Liefeld comic book collection. Rob came out with the best ideas when it came to comics. I'm
He had
serious.
some cool. He
Even
came out
though
with some
he
cool
did
stuff.
Rob did steal a lot of stuff too. He did a lot,
Exactly.
but he did when he stole. It was good stealing. It was creative stealing.
He can draw some feet though. I could say.
Yeah, because when you watch if you any Rob Liefeld cover,
Think ass feet.
he'll have the whole body, but the feet will be like in the shadow. I always thought that was funny though.
He does not have a foot
Yo,
fetish like I
What
do.
about that Captain America chest? That shit look all jacked up, bro.
You know what's funny about that Captain America chest? There's ads for like Comic Cons in the early 90s, and it's like they're using that picture of Captain America to promote the con. I'm like, who the hell wants to go to this?
But what's going on, Mike? Man, you know what books, man? This is I mean this is all derailed right now. But I don't even know what topic we're talking about.
I thought we were talking about what comic book you would make.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Thank you, J, brother.
Gosh, dude, I haven't really thought too much about it. Go back to me, Perry. You go first. We skipped you.
Actually, if I well, go ahead, Perry. You go, and then I'll do mine.
That comic book. I don't know. I was working on a Lost comic book where I was taking screenshots from the show and then like drawing over them just to like, I don't know, it was something me and John were talking about. But I actually work on like starting to do like short films. So I'm buying different cameras and stuff like that. So that's stuff I want to do. But I want to, because I wrote like a novel already that I want to turn into a comic book about like the fall of America. So it's like a lot of cool stuff. So I don't know. Like
I'm gonna be your first buyer. Trust
you know, like so.
Same here.
And what's cool about what I'm doing on YouTube is I'm meeting so many artists and writers and people that work in publishings and printing and distribution.
Yeah.
So like I'm networking with people already. So I'm trying to get my foot in the door. So when I'm ready to execute, boom, let's go.
So
Oh,
it's
man.
funny you say that. So
Well,
I-
Perry,
I'm
you
more-
gotta sign mine and sign it with blood.
Oh man.
So
You
it's
want
funny you
blood
say
from
that.
the
So
right
I
arm
guess
or the left arm?
I had
Don't
a,
matter.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead,
oh,
Mike.
my bad, dude.
No, I'm sorry. It's me interrupting. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good, bro. So I'm more of a writer than I am an artist in any respect. I've actually already started writing a couple of different types of novels as well.
Dope.
But they're more like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing. That's kind
Yeah.
of like what I'm all about. My artist skills are very limited. Here's my drawing of a box. It's pretty good. I think it's the closest I've ever gotten to drawing a box. So if you guys,
Is that a Rob Liefeld box?
better than that, come on. Throwing me under the bus here. But yeah, no, I've actually we've interviewed a couple of authors on our show, and kind of giving me a second wind into trying to attempt to start writing again. It's been really fun. But dude, Perry, I didn't even know you wrote a novel, man. I'm gonna have to talk to you a little bit more offline because I've got a lot of questions for you now, man.
It's funny because
This is where the magic happens. On
I
your
put on like a
Right?
like I like to be like a little bit extra. You know what I'm saying? Because I get like really nervous, and the way I output my nervousness is like energy. So, but like sometimes I'll do like a lurking stream where I'm walking around my house, and I'll start dropping bits of information and things I'm doing, and then I'll start getting messages like, "Yo, you know about this? Yo, you know about this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, let's go down this rabbit hole together." You know?
Yeah, that's not happening with me. I mean, I could probably write something. I could draw something if I'm looking at it. But you know what? I don't know. If I had to do a character, it has to be something Ricky with a hat on, just walking around the town.
Walking around Philly.
Yeah, well, in
No,
Philadelphia, it has to be Philadelphia. Thank you, Perry.
You go.
know, just talking about, man, look at these high buildings and stuff like that being claustrophobic in an elevator, and next thing you know, just boom, just break it. I don't know what the hell, man, but just do something crazy.
I can picture it now.
Or there was a story that there was a lady that hate getting in the elevator, and one time,
Yeah,
funny.
see.
It was funny because she does not get in the elevator unless someone was in it. So I was like, all right, fine, you're in the elevator. I jumped out the elevator. We're like in the 40th floor in Philadelphia. And the elevator doors start closing. She's like, no. And I was like, gotcha. Stay in that elevator, man. Because you know what? I know how it feels to be on an elevator that long, man. And left
I
her
thought
right.
this was gonna be a way better intense story. I was like,
No, but I know
The doors closed.
Raw.
It was like,
Rod
be
doing
in
some
trouble.
evil stuff, man.
No, you gonna be in trouble tonight. Is you talking about?
that was a long time ago. That was about 20 years ago.
No, but I thought you was talking about your wife or something, man. I was about to
Nah,
say,
not my wife, man.
oh, okay.
It's like
I
some
was like, you gonna be
elderly
in
woman.
trouble.
She's like scared
My
of
wife told these
she's scared
stories.
of elevators, and you're like, I'm gonna
Don't worry,
plot
man. I'll be
against
here
this-
with you the
this
entire
woman.
time. Deuces.
Dylan, what you doing over there? You eating sensu beans?
Nah, like granola, cranberries, and pumpkin seeds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Eating some healthy stuff, which
Going to Taco
I
Bell.
had.
Hey, real
There
quick,
you
Kevin, I want to ask you a question. 1-2 comments.
Yeah.
You familiar with Michael Turner that died a few years ago? Michael Turner.
The
He
fresh my
started,
memory.
he started a comic book called Witchblade. Y'all familiar
Yes.
with Witchblade?
I know. Yeah, I've heard of it.
A lot of people don't give Michael Turner credit as being one of the greats. His art was beautiful.
My brother cried when he died.
I almost did too, Perry.
I
Yeah.
think people are big on that
Her-
Witchblade. There was like a Spawn Witchblade mashup, I thought.
As
I
soon
could
as he
be wrong.
died, my brother's wife went out and started buying original art for him because he was just like blown away. Like his favorite artist is gone. He's like, no one can fill that void now.
I'm telling you, when
Yeah.
they come to Michael Turner, he was almost there on like Jim Lee level. I'm serious. But I feel like
Only
I feel like since he wasn't in the game long enough, people kind of overlook him.
Yeah. Yeah, I only have a couple
I
books.
thought maybe you would be familiar with him because he was in Image too, but he was under Mark Silvestri comic studio called Top Cow. Are you familiar with Top Cow?
Well, yeah. See, that was something that Silvestri did after. See, what Silvestri was doing is that he was trying to remove Quesada from Marvel at the time. So what had happened is the book that he did was, if I recall, he didn't get to finish X-Force 88, no, X-Factor 88, and that's when Aldrin Ah came in. And he had to finish that book. The last 9 pages of that book. His name is known in the industry as Aldrin Oz. So Buzz. So he's known as Buzz in the industry. Buzz had to take over that book. He finished that off. Quesada Palmiotti ended up taking off to go do Ninjak, which was a Valiant thing.
Yeah,
And then that was also
familiar
during
with
the
Ninjak. I told you anything Ninja, I know. Ninjak, I love Ninjak.
But-
Ninjak got a cool.
He had to
cool
fulfill
book.
his obligations. So he had obligations still with DC, which he ended up doing the Batman Sword of Azrael. And when he did that, that's when I had Joe Quesada do me this sketch back then.
I didn't even know
So
Joe Quesada drew because
Can you put it a little closer to the camera?
I thought Joe Quesada was
stopped.
over Marvel.
Man, he used to draw like Marvel Knight.
That's
he's
tight.
exclusively executive now.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I thought. See,
Yeah,
I thought-
he's
I
the creative officer. When you look in every Marvel book that you have that's been come out, let's say I think since 2009, he's been the creative officer. Also, I gotta let you guys know, in full disclosure, I only recently got back in the comics in the past like 5 months.
Oh wow.
I've been out of the game since '95.
Me too.
My son just pulled me back in with this Kanto book. I've been gone since then, so
Oh,
I'm
wow.
only now getting back.
I just came back this year
But-
too, and it was these guys to thank. These guys brought me back.
Exactly. Perry was one of the first guys that in turn I end up meeting Rod. So this is the core group of how I got back into it as far as the YouTube. But it was also all the I have a half brother that I raised on comics. He donates his time down the street. My sister-in-law also donates her time down the street at the shop where they do that comic, the Doodle Bugs. So they donate their time. So that it was easy for me to get back in and re-meet all these people that I've known forever. Mark Wade and all these people from way back in the day. So I'm fortunate. One, because of the proximity of where I live, and two, because I still know some of these people.
Watch this real quick. Perry has an arch nemesis. This is how much I know Perry. Watch this. Perry, your arch nemesis is that comic book kid. The comic book
Wow, I completely forgot about that damn little shit, dude. I hate that little fucking kid.
kid. That kid,
Oh, wow.
he'll label his videos comic book and be playing video games.
Fortnite.
He's
Playing Fortnite.
Oh, you play
I'm like,
Fortnite?
I remember those on the working screen.
bro. I would see a comic book
That's
video.
what he ended his video.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would click on it and I'll be like an
Yo,
introduction.
yo,
He'll have
Mike,
comic books and then it'll go into Fortnite gameplay. I'm like, what is this kid doing?
Oh my god.
And I bet right now at this very moment he don't made a video called comic book.
Oh man, Rod, you just got one thumbs down for that. I think that's just right now.
That was him. That was the comic
That
book.
was a comic kid.
He knew Perry was on the show.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for that thumbs down. I'm not even
I'm
looking.
kidding. I'm kidding. Ain't no thumbs.
Yeah, and ain't no thumbs down.
I'm pretty sure he only made videos. To
Hey,
mess
were
with
you
me.
guys fans of the Mark Teixeira Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
I'm just talking when Rod was saying there's gonna be a '90s show, man. I was that guy was the one that really got me into Ghost Rider back in the
I'm
day.
gonna tell you who got me in the Ghost Rider. Sam Keefe, the dude that
Yeah, you know, we were talking about that in the chat earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Keefe is underrated. Is he still alive?
And
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we were talking in the chat, like, hey, I think it was Varangian Vigilante. He was like, oh, he's my favorite. And I'm like, dude, it's like two sides of the same coin. It's like, it's a good problem to have two awesome artists.
Yeah. Chat, if you
on your
wonder who we talking about, type in Google Sam Keefe Ghost Rider. You will be amazed. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Hey,
they should let him
I had a
do that
question.
way
That
more.
Spawn sketch behind you over your right shoulder. Who drew that?
That's okay. There's two of them here. So this one is when Philadelphia came out. It's written by Rodney Barnes.
Mhm.
Jason Sean Alexander. He does the art for that book. He also does the art for Spawn. So this
He's a great
is
artist.
this is a sketch by Jason. Coincidentally, 9 days before he and his wife had their second child.
Oh wow.
So that's why he wasn't able to do the last signing in the past 4 days with Mr. Barnes. And then my son and I, we befriended because, again, the sketchy group. But Juan Gideon, he's part of the sketchy group. Now, you'll see Juan's
I
work
remember that.
also on the Venom stuff. So, Dylan, you probably recognize Juan's work in Venom. What is that, 16, 17, 18? And then if you also look at a lot of the variants, the 1 in 10 incentives, 1 in 25 incentives, things like that for what's that chick's name with the red hair warrior chick?
Sonja.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Sonya.
Sonya right now is being done by Juan Gideon. All
Oh, I
the
thought it was
incentives,
Tommy.
all the high end stuff, that's Juan.
You guys ever see the Red Sonya movie with what's that chick name? She used to go with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, yeah. Tanya,
she's
right?
Tanya
Tanya
too.
Roberts.
Like YouTube underground type of.
Bridget Nielsen.
Saw one on a different site once.
It's cheesy, man.
Now, again, like I was saying, that we go out and we see local artists. So this is a guy named Brian.
Oh, wow.
Kai and I, we did a veteran drive where we donate comic books for veterans over at Collector's Paradise, and we exceeded that amount by over 12,000 books. And they hand out little incentives like sketches and stuff. This is a work done by Bernard Chang.
Good flush.
He did this for me, and I remember Bernard. I was giving him stories all the way back from the '90s because I've known Bernard since '91. This was Cena. Oh, I got it upside down. Cena Grace. You'll know Cena from doing stuff in Power Rangers and things like that.
Yeah.
With
I know.
on the 100. I mean, on the crossover, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mighty Morphin cover. And then this is Chris Johnson's work.
Holy shit.
Chris did this for me.
Your jumpy.
Yeah.
Usagi Yojimbo. Yeah.
That's your boy, Gary.
I just got the Tornado Comics exclusive.
I got introduced to him
really?
with the Turtles.
Oh yeah, he was in the
Oh,
Turtles.
that's sick right there.
That is dope, man. That is freaking
This
dope.
is Hunter. So this is for what is that? Pretty Violent? Yeah, he did that for us, and yeah, this is what you see. As far as these sketches, other than my old stuff from the '90s, this was done in the past 4 months, and this is how much access we have not only around here, but because of I've been fortunate enough to meet people from the '90s that I still have access to these people today.
Kevin, where you from?
I'm
You from Cali?
Imagine if you never stopped. Your whole house would be filled.
Yeah, it is. It's true. And I don't have a very large collection in the sense that I have, let's say, 12 short boxes of stuff, but about 5 of those boxes are signed.
Damn.
Wow.
I don't have
all signed
book.
I have a commission signed by this dude that used to work on the Mark Silvestri. His name Eric Basadia. You know what I'm talking about? Well, anyways, I got a cool commission by him. I should have brought it over here. It got the Darkness. Y'all familiar with the Darkness comic book?
Nah.
I don't know.
Man,
I'm familiar.
Darkness is one of the coolest comic characters ever. He can go into the shadows. His whole power is the power of darkness. So you can beat him in the daytime, but if it's nighttime, you can hang it up. Okay. And he got these little goblin dudes, they wear snapbacks like me, or wear glasses, or dress up like Elvis. They're real funny. Well, anyways, he made me a big commission of the Darkness. It's incredible. I should have brung it.
What happened?
That's the only thing I have signed by an artist, though. I want a Jim Lee autograph, but I'm scared I'm gonna have to shell out some money for him, man.
I've said this story before, man. When I met Jim Lee, it was the day before the Super Bowl when the Eagles won it. And you know what? I had 3 comic books. And I'll tell the story again if you want to hear it, man.
I want to hear it.
But you know what? I had the Harley Quinn. It was a 25th anniversary cover, and I had the freaking Gambit first appearance, or is considered the cameo, and that was the annual 14 X-Men, I believe it was. And I'm trying to look at the other book. I can't look at it right now. But anyway, so he signs the first book. It was epic. I was like, nice, man. Awesome. My wife recording this whole thing. He signs the next book. He signs the third book. And what he does not let the ink dry. Drops it. And then he smears it. And he looks at me and he looks at my wife. And my wife's just like, thank you. And I was just like, I'm holding the books in my hand. I'm like, all right, well, it is what it is now. So
yeah,
He didn't even say sorry about that, man.
No, he know he did wrong, but he was cool, man. He was cool. I was like,
Yeah, because Jim Lee come off as a real humble guy. He seemed humble.
He sketched my my brother's notebook for him. My brother was helping in a local church in New Jersey, and he walked in the basement to get some boxes, and there's Jim Lee picking up boxes.
Wow.
He's like, "You're Jim Lee." And he's like, "Yeah, take a box."
Help me out.
Seem like a real down to earth.
have you met anyone, Mike? Downright Nerdy Podcast is curious. You know, it's not.
I mean, just other than
It's off
from,
the rails
Comic-Cons,
right now.
I
So we
mean,
can talk about whatever you want to talk
yeah,
about.
I mean, at Comic Cons, I've met a couple of, like out on the street. No,
I have stuff signed by Jim, and back in the day when he was doing the Image stuff, you know, and getting out of the Marvel, I met and hung out with him for a little over a year. He is a very nice guy, especially back then. And then I did meet him at this year's Comic-Con over in LA. That was another thing, is I'd never been to cons before. My son got me to go to con. I used to just go to local shops and stuff, but you know, things were different in the 90s. Everyone was everywhere, so it was easy to get signatures on stuff.
Man, the 90s.
You know, there was like, there was
was
comic book
incredible,
shops,
bro.
Starbucks now. You know what I mean? They were everywhere. You know, you couldn't even walk around a corner without walking into a comic book shop by accident.
Hey, Kevin, are you going to? Are you planning on going to any cons this year down in LA?
My wife told me that she had bought as a Christmas present 4-day pass for Kai and I to go to the anime convention.
Okay.
So that happens in, I guess that happens like a week before the San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I do have plans to hit LA this year because TBCS is there, and I can always get my pink labels. You know, I have all my books are from, you know, the 90s and stuff like that, when people weren't around to witness my books being signed. So I have all these books that get pink labeled, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because there wasn't anyone around back in the day to witness this type of stuff. You know what I mean? So I have, like I said, boxes. So now that I can go to somewhere, bring my books, bring, you know, like 12 to 15 boxes books to a place of my 80s and 90s stuff that I got signed. And yeah, that's what I'm going to start doing. Again, I have all kinds of books by Kevin Eastman back when Ninja Turtles first launched.
Yeah. Wow.
Man, you gotta hang on to that.
Hang on to those.
Man, that's probably worth $1 million, bro.
Comic Jabroni would love you right now.
Man, look here. I don't told the panel that #1 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that first comic, the black and white one, was the best comic book I ever read, bro.
Well, I have most of the adventure stuff too. You know, most of the stuff I have is adventures. But again, I have these stuff back from the late 50s that my dad have.
Man, was that Davy Crockett?
That was David Crockett.
Davy Crockett. I had to do that.
You know, I got stuff like
Davy Crockett.
So because these things are so old, I have to get this stuff taken care of and out of these boxes and just graded and sealed up, because again, this stuff is it's going away. I can't keep doing this. You know what I mean? I either got to give it to someone that's going to take better care of it than I do, which
you need to give that Ninja Turtles to me, bro.
You need to give it to
man, look, Kevin, I just told you.
Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't do that.
Kevin, I just told you 30 minutes ago.
Ruler of all the comic jabronis, man. There's only one, and that's it.
Kevin, I just told you 30 minutes ago that Ninja Turtles changed my life. And you talking about you need to find somebody to take care of you looking at him, bro.
I totally out of context, totally misspoke, totally wrong.
See, now that I want it, you want to keep
Well, hey, Kevin, if you're able to ever make it to either WonderCon or LA Comic Con this year, I'm gonna try. I'm actually we're gonna be trying to go down there and do a panel down there. So you're more than welcome to stop by.
Where's WonderCon at? Because I think I'm going to that one too.
Absolutely.
WonderCon is in Anaheim.
That's what Star Wars.
Okay, so
too.
I'll probably, you and I, DMP, we need to hook up because it's more than likely you and I probably live somewhere close, or we've been crossing paths and probably didn't even.
Well, actually, I'm up in the Bay Area, so I'm a few hours north.
Okay.
But I collaborate a lot with Fake Nerd Podcast, which is based down in LA. And they had a panel at LA Comic Con recently, and it was a huge success for them. They had a great time, makes me wanted to do it. So I'm gonna start doing some panels. Got a couple coming up already on some local ones up here. It's kind of fun.
You know what? Apex Comics said the 9.8 of Ninja Turtles #1 is worth $100,000.
Windows sold for 55.
Jeez, I'll never have that comic book.
Some chump change. That's like a Benz.
Edwin the comic jabroni wants a raw copy, man.
Perry, that's a Lamborghini. You talking about a Benz?
Nah, that's a Benz, dude. That's like an entry level Beamer.
Coincidentally, I just saw Motor.
Oh my
Bro, I
god!
never had that comic book.
Oh man, yo, this I gotta say, man, it is an open chat if you guys want to jump on, or it's an open invite if you want to jump on the show. But a bunch of people has been jumping on. I want to say thank you to Brian Lawrence in the house, Chaos and Comics. What's up, man? Thank you for hanging out. A cool member in the comic book community. C.3 Comics. I think I mentioned you before, but he just did his first live stream, and he's working on his camera stuff and things like that. So, yo, thank you so much for hanging out, man. We really do appreciate that. And Z Collects in the house. What's going on? And we got Fatal J. Fatal J is just, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's lurking. He's lurking. You guys, Perry.
I'm surprised he ain't got no ski mask
Get out
on.
to Perry. Because
Where's
every
ski
time
mask
I
at?
be in doing a live stream, Perry will come into the chat like this.
And you guys can talk about the lurking. We got Dylan, great homie, youngster in the comic book community. He is awesome, man. He's awesome. He's been popping up on a lot of channels lately. Thank you so much for your time, man. I really do appreciate that. Victor Olin, yo, thank you so much, man.
John.
We got Short Box. I'm gonna pronounce it. Padawan in the house. Thank you. Oh, good lord. John Comics will kill you in the house.
Took a break from skiing.
What's going on? Don't break an ankle because we need you for.
No, he's not doing that type of snow.
all he does. Is
Oh man.
he probably just stays on the flat and just goes, and then he has his daughters record him. They can go and all that stuff, but John just probably goes, and that's all. That's all he does in the snow.
Hey, Rod.
Yo.
Hey, so speaking of, I know this is an open invite for a lot of folks. I'm gonna jump off. I got to go do some dinner stuff with some Christmas stuff with the lady. But I wanted to say thank you so much, Perry. Hey man, that video you put for the 2019 was absolutely incredible. Riley cracks up every time he sees
what, the rewind.
Yeah, the rewind. Every time Riley
had
sees
all
Rod
the
with his shirt
different
off, she gets all kinds of giggles. Man, it's
With the
hilarious.
shirt off or the shirt off?
Yes, dude, Fatal J, man. I recently just discovered you maybe a few months ago, man. I've been loving all your stuff. Really, it gives us a lot. Gives small channels like me just a lot of inspiration just to continue to keep going.
Thank you,
1-2 Comics, Dylan's Comics, man. I enjoy. Like I said, just same with you guys, man. I just just keep going what you're doing. I love seeing all your guys' stuff and to the don't put me on the big screen, bro.
No,
I'll be small.
Yeah.
He put you on the big screen so we can see that $1 million setup.
Oh damn! All right, and dude, hey,
football he got in the glass case. That's worth $1 million by itself.
which one are you talking about?
The football that's on your left hand side.
Oh, signed by Tom Brady.
Whoa!
Yeah, that one. Oh, that one right there. Yeah.
And he's talking about this with hand down equipment.
Hey, but the best, if you're talking football, the best piece of equipment is right there. That's my
now- now you want
2019
a
fantasy
full
football
strength, right?
championship
Now you want a
trophy.
full
That's
Okay,
what I-
hold on. I'll just show it to you real quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
right
no,
here.
it is.
Thank God he got pants on.
I know, bro, because right now I don't have none on.
Me neither. Wow.
Wow.
Is that fantasy football?
Yeah, fantasy ball.
Dang, man, you like the most awesome dude ever.
Good Lord, your whole table shook when you slammed that down.
And who is that
I
a
just- I
picture
did
of in the
that just for-
background? Is
just
that
for shits and giggles.
That's
is
Magnum
that- is
PI?
that, Lando from Star Wars
Where?
on your wall? I see a black guy
Next to your
pointing at me.
lenses? Yeah.
That right there?
Yeah, Yeah.
Billy D. Williams, man.
that's Billy D. Williams, bro.
That was Magnum PI.
Closest thing to John's Comics with Kids that I'll ever get in my house. It's
Oh
actually
my God.
Bill Dunphy right here. That's that. I guess it's close enough to John's Comics with Kids.
Record this parody. You got to record it, man. That was great.
Oh, it's good.
Oh.
But dude, hey, last but not least, Rod, bro. Hey, thank you literally for everything you do. I literally wouldn't be anywhere where I'm at right now without you, because you put me on your shout out show when I had like 60 something subscribers or something like that. And then literally right after that, I jumped over the 100 mark and I was able to do youtube.com/downright nerdy as opposed to the weird little thing, right, that they give you. But dude, everything that you do, I haven't missed a single. I know I don't always make it to your live shows, but I haven't missed a single episode, bro. And dude, just thank you literally for everything you've done.
It's,
Can't
you
say
know,
thanks enough, man. This whole comic book community that I fell into has just been it's overwhelmingly now I'm starting to get a little, but it's been great. And couldn't have asked for anything more, especially in 2019. It's probably the best thing that's happened to me in 2019. So
Yeah, man.
and I really
Hey, before you leave, how do I find
kind
you? How
words.
do I sub you, DMP?
huh?
How do I sub you? How do I find you?
Downright Nerdy
Yeah,
Podcast.
so on the just type in Downright Nerdy Podcast. You can find us on Google
All right.
Play, Stitcher, all that stuff. Where we do an weekly audio podcast as well as video. Same as we kind of model it after like Joe Rogan style kind of thing. So we get to do all that stuff. And also a couple weeks ago, I did an interview with the Jabroni, and probably I'm gonna start making that a kind of a weekly thing where I'm going to start bringing people from the YouTube community and try to get my podcasting listeners engaged with them, because there's a lot of people that are in the YouTube community that don't know about the podcast, and there are a lot of people in the podcasting community who like the stuff that YouTube does. But I always keep asking, like, hey, who do I talk to or watch for this? Who do I watch for that? Well, I'm gonna start getting the YouTubers out on the show so that they're able to see or at least know where to go for your guys' content as well. So
Cool.
yeah, that's it. So
Yo,
If you
Joe
guys,
Rogan better be on the lookout because you up next.
welcome.
I want to thank you. I want to say thank you to you, Mike and Riley, for everything, for supporting us, for everything you do, and you put the the little things on Instagram and stuff like that. And I want to say you don't have to thank me for nothing, because it's one of those things where it's awesome that I find channels like you guys, and I'm happy to find you guys, and it just, and I appreciate the kind words, because those are the words that motivate me. I'm pretty sure everyone in the comic book community like to hear stuff like that, and it's like a spark plug. You plug a spark plug, or taco or whatever, and it just gives us a boost of energy to push on forward and putting out stuff.
Push it
And
real
This
good.
is how we do, man. This is how we do. Raw
Very cool.
raw and uncut. And
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate everything
Oh,
you've been doing on Downright Nerdy Podcast.
So, man, thank you so much. And real quick before I go, did you guys already talk about Grails?
No, we haven't.
I haven't even gotten to that yet, huh?
No.
Well, I don't got much of a Grail before I leave. Probably my most fun pickup for the year. I got the Frank Miller Wolverine #1. That was kind of cool. I like that. I
That's
like
awesome.
Man, look here. They just said my grill is $100,000. I'm sad.
that. Yeah.
I'm
I thought
sad,
we
man.
talking about a Grail that we got this year for us. Like
Or if you, for this year, for next year, whatever you're looking for. So
I'm a huge Witcher fan, so I was looking at the first appearances of Witcher. It's like a Polish. No, is it Polish? No, I can't remember which country it originated from, but it's a very rare comic book where there's the first appearance of Witcher or Geralt, and I've been hunting that for a couple of weeks.
Downright. You don't
Yeah.
watch the one on Netflix, right?
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Man, that
You
first
like it?
episode, I'm just first episode in. Man, I didn't know they was gonna go all out battle.
Oh,
They had a
it's
whole
good.
battle on that
It's
show,
good,
bro.
and they don't hold back with the language or the nudity or nothing. It's
Yeah,
good.
because the reason why I couldn't finish the first episode was because I was babysitting my nephew. And then when he walked into
You
that
gonna learn
witch
today.
house, I had to turn it off, bro.
You're like, hey, that's too nice a nipple for you to be
I'm
seeing.
telling you, you're gonna learn today. You gonna
Oh,
sit down, you're gonna
Nipples
learn.
walking around on that scene,
You're
man.
gonna start seeing your nephew down the stairs lurking too. He's gonna be like,
I was like, what is you doing in there? Is you watching Witcher?
I think you're right though. It's like Polish DMP downright.
yeah, it is Polish. Okay, good, thanks, man. But
Dude,
yeah,
you
that,
see when
that-
when he took that sword and like when he's fighting them people in that town and he just like puts it in his mouth and splits it up.
yeah.
I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay. I was like, I'm in.
all right,
Yeah.
so this is all this is a spoiler, guys. If you have not seen the
oof.
show, there it is. Thank you.
That ain't really a spoiler, but
Yeah, that's true. It's no spoiler that he kills things.
yeah, for real.
Yeah. But hey, thank you guys again. I'll jump off so that other people can jump in and join in on the chat. I hope you guys all have a safe New Year's. God bless, and y'all take care. All right.
Good meeting you, bro.
Peace
Okay.
out,
That's
brother.
it, mister.
Have a good night.
Oh my God, I can't believe you said that.
Take care.
This is see you, mister.
There.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There was a comment here.
Talking about Grails, it wasn't until that I was talking with Matt that I realized I've never pursued a comic in the sense of a Grail or to complete anything. So it wasn't after talking to Matt from The Boy with Seven that I realized that I now want to have one. And now all of a sudden my pursuit has been Ghost Rider #1 from 1973. I have all the other Ghost Rider stuff other than Marvel Presents #5. I have all the other ongoing series of #1. I was thinking I'm shocked that I don't have it. So that is probably going to be my 2020 shot. Luckily I can probably find me a raw version of it for hopefully around 200 to 250. And now that I got some gift certificates, I think I got the money to do it.
And you bring up Ghost Rider. I bought the first few issues of the new ones that came out right now, and I was like, man, this stuff is too dark. There's something not for me. But I had a whole stack of Ghost Riders that I found at the Dollar Bin, so I gave them all to my buddy that's been trying to collect the whole run. So I think it went to a better home. Is one of those things, should I say? So I was like, I'm not enjoying it, but you know what? Someone else will, and I'm happy to give my Ghost Riders to someone else, and I think it's pretty dope for me to do that. But that's Ghost Rider #1 is a great cover, man. That is a
Dude, all of those old school Ghost Riders are crazy cool.
My grails, grail that I want to get for 2020 is the whole Jim Lee run of Batman Hush. I really did enjoy that run. That's one of my favorite Batman stories, and I want to collect them individually. I got the trade paperback, but I want the individual comics, the individual issues, and I want the hardcover to that run too.
Nice. I mean, there's a bunch of people here just commenting. They don't have any grills and stuff like that, but they just wanna, a Spawn book or a Hulk book and stuff like that. I'm not really. I don't know if I have any grills that I'm looking for next year and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's not one of those things. It's something where if I could find a old Flash comic book or an old Batman comic book or an old ASN comic book, but it's like, you know what? If I find it, fine. If not, I'm talking about grills and stuff like that.
I'm laughing at Chaos Comics because he said, Fatal J, check it out from the library and don't return it. Bro, that would cost you money.
Then he can never get nothing back from the library ever again.
If you got a library card, bro, they can keep track on you. Like, you might forget like 20 years from now, and then you'll want to check out a book and they'll say, sir, you owe $300,000 on this comic book.
Is that still possible?
Yes, it happened to me before. Government. I had to pay like $50 for a book I forgot years ago at the library.
They don't forget, man. They never forget.
Well, as long as they don't hold up your social security.
They're gonna track your ass down.
Hey, and even at my high school, like if you forgot to return a book, you couldn't graduate high school.
Yeah, they would hold. They held my report card for graduation.
Dude.
Oh wow,
that and the diploma.
They did that shit to me.
Yeah.
So I don't mess with librarians, bro. Librarians are the real deal. Trust me.
Oh my god, man! Any grails you're looking for, Mr. Perry Comics? For
Grail, I'm not looking for any grails next year. I'm looking for a whole 300 to 399 of Detective Comics.
I knew it.
I want to get that, and then I want to spend 2021 getting them all graded, and then work on a 200.
My shop got a whole box of Detective. I'm gonna have to go look through something for you, brother.
Oh yeah, because I can get anything 500 and up. You can find those easy. You know.
Yeah.
How about you, Mr. 1-2 Comic Talk? You and your son are you trying to build something or trying to find something?
Well, again, other than that Ghost Rider, I never had a grail before, and that was I have to blame Matt for putting that in my head. But other than that, no, this year I want to continue doing what he and I have been doing, which is meeting local artists. We actually have a signing that we're going to go to. We're actually going to go to a buddy of mine who's opening up a shop in Long Beach. So we're there for that. And we just want to keep doing that, meeting new local artists and creators. So I'm reading a lot more. Before I wouldn't read as many of my books. I had that 90s mentality of buying them and then bagging them and just storing them. So now that's gone. I'm doing a lot of indies now, and I'm reading the stuff and enjoying it while I'm meeting these people. So that's pretty much the goal. Keep meeting these creators and artists.
All right, cool.
Man. I used to have a comic book friend, and he used to tell me weird stuff, and I think he just did it to mess with me. Because he said, hey, man, if you get your comic books and put them in a freezer, it'll preserve them. And I used to have a whole stack of comic books in the refrigerator, and my mom said, what is these comic books doing up in here?
I'm gonna get the switch, man.
You got the comic book next to the chicken cutlets.
Man, look here. At the end of the day, that's bag them and board them, because freezing them don't do nothing. I think you're just messing with me.
Yes, definitely messing with you. Don't do it.
Freeze your comics.
That's like what people do with cigarettes, man. Put them in the freezer.
Hey.
So I want to ask the big question. Are you guys Batman fans?
Oh yeah, that was probably the first.
I got like 5 or 6 Batman statues back there.
Okay, well watch this. This is the key question of the night. The
no.
Fatal J question.
Oh damn.
What do you think about Robert Pattinson being your next Batman?
He's gonna
I'm
body it.
psyched.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't.
Kill it.
Yo, don't listen to Perry because he don't watch movies, so he don't
Nah,
know.
he gonna kill it.
You,
He's gonna body it.
Wow,
Hands
talk
I thought you
down.
said he was
Well,
gonna.
I can't tell if Barry being
apologize,
sarcastic
Barry.
because I
I thought you
want to
said he was
agree
gonna
with Barry, but I think he's being
I'm
sarcastic.
being, yo, if you actually watch his actual movies, not
That's
that
what I'm
Twilight
saying.
bullshit, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Bro,
You
they
see
they
the
shit,
Lighthouse?
yo, they shit on Heath Ledger, and he's an iconic Joker. So I don't
Yeah.
want to hear what anybody got.
Everybody
He gonna
is
kill it.
looking at the
I
fact that he
apologize,
played
Barry.
Twilight. They
I
looking
thought
at
you said
don't
bomb.
look at Twilight. He got so many cold movies that he acted in. Amazing acting. He gonna
Bro.
kill it as Batman. Watch. He
But
gonna
for real,
you
Twilight's
back.
dope. Let's be
You
real.
see that? He's got that black and white film called Lighthouse, and he's got this other one, dude. Trying to think where he's like a bank robber, and he's doing all this to save his brother. It's dude. He's an amazing actor. All they do is talk about Twilight. It's like fuck that shit, bro. Like watch one of his for real independent movies.
It's real ones.
I
not
can't
the,
wait.
Not the campy teenage girl
Yeah.
stuff, but the real
Yeah.
movie. He gonna kill it. Cause I seen a thing, article. He was mad that everybody was just not liking that he got casted as Batman. So I want him to
Damn.
use that same fire to give us a good performance.
I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to bulk up a little bit. He got to add some.
I think he did.
He got to add some weight.
he
You
will.
see the
Yeah.
main photo? He looks a little fatter in the face. I think
Yeah.
he's just wearing a suit. So
That was my only
But
thing.
yo,
Is like,
check
yo,
out the
once he adds a
Lighthouse.
little bit of weight, game over.
yeah,
He'll
check
kill it.
out The Lighthouse and what was it? Good Times. Those two movies, man, are insane. And the
Yeah.
guys who directed Good Times are the ones who directed that Uncut Gems that Adam Sandler is about to get nominated for an Academy Award, dude.
And if
Hey,
it bombs, you could go blame Fatal.
Hey, he gonna be in another sick movie next year called The Tenant. Have y'all seen the previews for that?
I have it. No.
Yeah.
It's
With,
by
Denzel
Christian Bale. I mean, not Christian Bale. What's the dude that did the Christian
Nolan.
Bale Batman movies?
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan is directing it, so you know it's gonna be off the hook.
And it's got Denzel's son in it.
Yep.
All right, man. That's pretty dope, man. We're talking about movies, comics. We got a bunch of people in the house. Thank you so much. I heard a alarm in the car is going off twice. That's why I had to walk away. I don't know if my neighbors are there, but you know, I gotta send them a text real quick.
Rod to get the strap real quick.
I was about to say, Rod, it might be some of my guys I got out there. They're doing
With
work.
the ski mask on.
Well, we could talk about that in a few seconds because that is great what you guys are doing. We got Brian Lawrence, I already mentioned you, Fire Davis. Let's see here. Two Brother Comics. What's up, man? Another channel that's gonna be coming on the Shout Out Show. We're gonna have a great time. But you know what?
Rod, you know this is the shout out show, right?
It is a shout out show. We could do whatever we
No,
want.
on YouTube. This is it. The title is the shout out show featuring Biggie Shack.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Really.
it is, bro.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Yes,
you
it
fucked
Holy-
it up.
This is the shout out show.
Look at those comics right here looking at me.
Nah, comic
That's
book
what it
community
says.
shout out. Small content creator channels that will get a shout out. Guess the Biggie Shack.
And Rod, you said it during the show too. I heard you shout him out.
Mine says coast to coast, so I don't know.
Let me see what mine say.
That's
Mine
good.
say
Look,
small
yeah. I'll show
content
you my
creator
phone.
channels that will get a shout out. Guess the immortal Biggie Shack. See, I treat
Mine too.
I'm not Fatal J. I'm immortal Biggie Shack.
Dude.
Oh,
No,
no.
that's
Says it on mine too. He
Comic
had-
community shout out. Live.
Yeah, but mine wasn't.
that's
Weird.
interesting
Coast.
because what I see right now is I can take a picture if you want me to. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
oh, good lord. Well, you know, things happen, and it's,
Things happen, man.
I got coast to coast here. But this is it, man. We got a great panel members. We got Fatal J, 1-2 Comic Talk. We have our brother from the Comic Triple Threat, and also our Four Horsemen brother, Perry Comics. What's up? Thank you for hanging
You know what I know? I bet you did, Rod. This is what you probably did. You probably named it something different in the StreamYard and YouTube. You know what I mean? You probably did something different from YouTube and StreamYard. You did something totally different. That happened to me before.
Hey, I want to say, Fatal J brought me into Star Wars, and I got this new Star Wars game, this Fallen Order. It's pissing me off because it's so damn hard.
Dude,
I can't beat this damn game.
it's so good.
It's like all these little puzzles you got to do and use the force to pull shit and pull shit. I don't know what.
Harry, I'm glad you brought that up. Cause what we supposed to talk about Mandalorian too?
I didn't see the last one. I didn't see the last one.
Oh, okay, then we can't talk about it. Then.
I mean, talk about everything before, all the filler.
There you
All the
lagging.
filler.
Why you ain't watched the last
Filler
episode,
out
bro?
the filler out the filler. I was gonna watch it, but then I decided to come on.
It's not filler, man.
But check this out, bro. Nah, get out of here. There's so much filler. There's so much filler.
Damn it.
It makes sense though, man.
No,
Because
it's a great show. It makes perfect sense. But come on, 8 episodes, and they didn't really drive the story for like 4 episodes.
Nah, like 3.
Nah, it was 4. Look, when he was teaching the whole village how to become super
Okay,
soldiers,
now I can understand that one. That
Yeah,
episode
look,
right
it
there,
ended with the tracker. So I'm like, all right, the next episode we're gonna understand how they're tracking him.
I'd say just 2, that one and then the next one, because the one with Bill Burr was absolutely so funny.
Yeah, but it was
a lot of
filler. Like,
man,
what really
the
happened?
prison episode was sick.
The prison.
Yeah, it was
That
great.
was awesome, dude.
But what
They
did
took
that
out
have to do
them
with the main
droids.
story?
Well, see, I think that's the whole point of the show. It's not leading up to nothing. Because
That's filler, though.
But I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what the show is exactly centered around. It's a old movie back in the day called Shogun Assassin. In the comic book world, it's called Lone Wolf and Cub. Have y'all ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically in Lone Wolf and Cub, it's a samurai guy protecting a little baby. And for the whole series, all this dude is doing is trying to survive. He fighting all these people that want to kill him, kill the baby, and they don't have a destination at all. It's just basically him surviving. Kind of like John Wick. You seen the John Wick movies?
Nah, I ain't see it.
Okay, well, like John Wick, all John Wick trying to do is survive. He ain't headed nowhere. He's just trying to survive.
Next is you said it. It's called setting up the end, man. Plus, he's on the run, man. He's trying to make a living.
He on the run.
He got to feed the baby now. He got to make some money.
Hey, bro, he on the run and he don't have a home to go to.
Hey, you ain't never been on the run. You don't know about that life.
I know.
Hey, trust me. Hey, I've had FBI after. Don't get me started.
I'm just playing, bro.
no, that's a whole other can of worms, bro. But look. I like filler episodes. I'm a fan of Supernatural. You know, like so in Supernatural, you got 20-something episodes in a season, and like 18 are filler, but every single episode ties into the main story. And so that's what I wanted with Mandalorian. But I'm like, damn, dude, eight episodes and they're 30 minutes, and there's like hella filler. Come on, give me something. At least make the episodes an hour. You know,
Mary, I'm gonna tell you why they did that, though. Truth be told, it was to get people to get Disney Plus.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, you know, like, give me a little something more. Come on, you got the budget for an hour-long show.
You caught up to Supernatural?
No, I think I'm on like season 11.
Do y'all own Disney Plus?
So good.
I do own Disney Plus. Yeah.
Well, I own Disney Plus.
Don't be like I own Disney Plus and just coming out my neighbor's wall. You know,
I'm not the hijacking king for no reason, man. But look, I'm peeping out Netflix and Disney Plus. I don't know. Disney Plus really don't have nothing to offer.
It doesn't have anything. It's just nostalgia. It's nostalgia. That's it.
That's it, man. But Netflix is better. Netflix is killing it with the shows.
Original content, like almost every month, there's a whole bunch of new shows and movies for.
They hyped up Disney Plus like they hyped up Disney Plus like, okay, this is gonna be better than Netflix. It's gonna be having better movies. No, y'all just got old Disney stuff on there. Netflix.
Realistically, there
wait.
shouldn't be Disney Plus because they did the bundle with Hulu. They should just throw everything on Hulu. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. That's it. That's all they needed to do. There's no
Well,
reason to have Disney Plus.
Give them like 5 years, man, and maybe they'll be at Netflix's level with the MCU titles coming and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, the whole idea is to make all this stuff
Don't know.
exclusive to them. Like when they release Bambi once every 8 years or Snow White or something. Now they can have all this stuff as a content on their Disney Channel and release it all the time. You know, so that's the idea. Is now they can release the stuff that they don't normally release to the public, but have public access to it. But they still retain the exclusivity and rights on themselves by holding the channel, and then you have to pay
don't they
for it.
own Hulu? Just throw everything on Hulu. That's the problem with the DC Universe app that has these awesome shows on it. Just throw everything on Netflix. Like,
The idea,
you know, come on,
Yeah,
what you guys
yeah,
doing?
There's not
we live in a
the HBO Max shit going on.
I didn't know.
we live in a multi industry. So what they want to do is they want you to pay for Hulu and pay for Disney. So now you're paying double the amount. That's how they're getting it.
I'm laughing at Trinity in the chat, aka
you say?
Second Street Marvel. He said, "Well, they supposed to have more than Disney stuff." He always give me a hard time, man.
Dude, he's the best.
But what I mean, like Barry said, Netflix is killing it because they got the original stuff coming out, like the
Good.
original new stuff. I didn't know Disney was gonna have just the old stuff. They don't have nothing new on Disney Plus besides Mandalorian.
Yep.
So
Yeah, they've yet to actually sink the money into it and then have that ready. What they want to do is create the channel first, and then they'll slowly leak out their products. This is typical Disney. What I haven't told you guys is I work in the entertainment industry, and I've been doing this for the past 3 decades. I work for Local 33, and we run the jurisdiction here in LA. So basically, any and all like maybe award shows that you've guys seen in the past 20 years, I probably had some direct link into it. You know, so that I know how these people work. I work in the industry. So that's how they're doing. That's why, like, you see all these things being optioned in the comic book industry. They're saying, oh, this book's being optioned or that's being optioned. It's not so much being optioned as being locked down. A lot of these titles, a lot of these books, because of all the advent of all these channels, Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, we got places that just bought out me over at CBS, NBC, or Raleigh Studios. You got all these channels that are coming in. And what they're doing is they're buying all the content to lock it down. They're not necessarily saying they want to develop it. What it allows them to do is when they draw a 5 to 8 year contract is they can slowly produce what they want and how they want, depending on how the demographic is reacting to the content. I'm sorry to be long-winded, but this is a long ploy.
No,
of
I'm
Disney.
glad you said that, Kev, because look here.
Oh, you muted. Oh, you muted.
Yeah, he did.
yourself.
Oh, I'm about to say it wasn't me, man. I had to call my neighbor. Yo,
Okay.
car, man.
Can y'all hear me?
The alarm is going off.
Yeah.
Kevin, I want you to look me in my eyes since you said you're in the industry. Don't tell anybody,
Yeah.
but I need some Justin Bieber tickets. Please hook me up.
Sorry, can't help you out. I just worked one of my last shows at the Shrine Auditorium. I had to sign an NDA because I was working with the gaming industry. So, there's a lot of things that I know that I can't say.
Oh, go ahead. No one's listening.
Thanks, Barry. I appreciate you, man.
I got some George Washingtons for
That's
you.
also the reason why I also got back in the industry is I was seeing where the industry was heading and was like, you know what? There's a new resurgence, kind of like it happened in the late 80s and early 90s. People are buying up content, and they're seeing that some of the best content is coming from, I don't like to call it necessarily the comic book industry because it has a negative connotation a lot of times. We are how should I say, consumers of a graphic novel type of industry. It might be short novels, or short books that come out to formulate a novel, but we still read graphic art. That's what we're reading. So you're seeing you're seeing novelists in the case of even the guy from Pretty Violent here. You're Hunter. You're seeing people like this that are going from animation to the comic book industry.
Look like a
from
girl, I think.
novels to the book industry, because they know that people are now looking at the comic industry for content, and they couldn't sell their novel. So there's a resurgence happening right here. I did it again. I got long-winded. Sorry.
No, man, it's good. You saying some good stuff.
You know what? At the same time, you know, we're here talking about stuff, and I'm happy that you're here because I'm learning a thing or two, which is pretty dope because, you know, I'm an old fart, but at the same time, I get to learn stuff. So it's pretty neat, man. I really do appreciate you dropping some knowledge on my stuff. And not only on that, but we got a great, amazing panel right now, man. We got Fatal J, guys. If you don't know him, here he is right now. Fatal J, we like a platform. This is the people know who you are if they never seen you before.
If you never seen me before, you're in store, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you like butt naked midget strippers, if you like people killing dragons, if you like me doing Pee Wee Herman impressions, then guess what? You need to come to my channel because you won't see none of that stuff. But you'll still see somebody making good content. Thank you.
Whoa, let's talk about the midgets.
Well said, man. Right now,
we can renegotiate that one, Fatal. You can slide that one in there at least.
I sent the invite to Buter. Buter is an awesome homie in the comic book community. But right now, we have 1-2 Comic Talk. Man, if you've never seen him before, he's right on this channel right now, hanging out with us on Coast to Coast Comics. Yo, let the people know who you are, and we can keep on talking about whatever we want. And I said I would not go over 3 hours, man. I said that last week. I'm not doing it, man. Let's do this.
Hi, my name's Kai. I'm Kevin. My son's Kai, and we are 1-2 Comic Talk. Father and son show, content, talk about pop culture, and of course, comics. So, hey, if you'd like to enjoy something a little bit different, a lot of different flavors, 1-2 Comics is for you.
There it is, man. Thank you, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
We're hanging out. All right, we'll keep it going.
Bueller, my guy, what's up, brother?
We'll keep it going along the line here.
Bueller!
We'll hang out for a few seconds right now. Dylan, if the people have never seen you before, tell them who you are and where they can find you at and Instagram and all that good stuff. Tell them right now, man. You're a good homie in the comic community.
Rod, real quick. Air Spider said, butt naked midgets. Rod says, well said. I am dying. Laugh out loud. Did you really say well said that I said that?
Oh, man. ASM 129 is my homie, man. He can say whatever he wants, man.
No, that was Air Spider.
I'm talking too much, man. I'm so freaking thirsty, man. But anyway, man, let's go to
stick
Dylan
something
right
in your mouth. Some
what
water or something. Get your mouth lubricated.
Oh, good. All right. Nice. Dylan, let the people know who you are and where they can find you at. And you know, there it is.
What's going on, guys? I'm Dylan. I run Dylan's Comic Book Rants. You can find me on all social media outlets. Just, it's all under Dylan's Comic Book Rants. I be lurking in all the homie streams in the community. And, I'm always dropping at least one video a day. It depends. It might be a comic book review, might be a movie review. But, I'm just doing my thing. So come check your homie out and holla at your boy.
I'm like Rod. Well said. Well said.
Well said, man.
I still am learning how to get that one done.
Right,
it's like a different thing every time.
Well said. You'll figure it out one way or the other. If not, we have our brother right now from the comic book community. We have our homie Bueller. How are you doing tonight, sir? And Perry, we can wait on Perry. Doesn't matter.
I never get tired of hearing Rod say that every time Perry's up next.
Hello? Am I still here?
There you are.
Yeah, we hear you.
What's going on, Peter? We'll give you the platform to say something about well said.
What? Am I on? Is this happening right now? Hey, Rod, I want to show you something real quick. Did you guys get one of these?
I do
One of
not.
these rings?
I do. And so does
You
Perry.
guys know what that
See
is?
mine? See mine?
Am I all alone?
Look at that.
Where'd
I
you
got
get
one.
it?
Here.
It's one of those Legion of Superhero rings.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I want one.
What's really cool
Perry,
about this one is the one I have was given to me by Brian Michael Bendis himself.
I knew you were going to say that.
So that was
Nobody else
pretty
wanted
cool. So very cool. I now have the Brian Michael Bendis pocket Legion of Superheroes ring in my possession. So it was a fun day today. I had a lot of fun.
I saw that
Wow.
picture. I saw that picture you took with him on Instagram. That is amazing, man. I have to say that even though a lot of people don't like Brian Michael Bendis, but you know what? He was the one that put me back on. When I got back into Spider-Man, I was reading Ultimate Spider-Man, and I was like reading it, and I was like amazed. My buddy looks at me, he goes, "Oh, you're reading Bendis and watching art by Bagley, I believe it was." And I was like, holy crap, I could not stop reading that Ultimate Spider-Man. And I could go here.
No way. If you see the lights go off, you know what time it is.
Oh, man. Wow. Behave, brother.
You behave. Keep talking.
Is he coming back? He's not coming back, is he?
But yep, and I remember just reading some of these books, man. There it is.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. My brother has
Yeah.
a full run.
Man, I need to read some of that.
And that was like where I first got back into like collecting comic books and Spider-Man and stuff like that. And it was awesome. It was awesome.
Well, I'll tell you, I've met Brian multiple times, and he's a super nice guy. I know he does. There's a lot of people who might not like some of the stuff he's working on right now, but as far as a personal guy and just talking with him the times I have, awesome guy, very friendly. He's a family man. He loves comic books and stuff like that, and he loves his fans, and stuff. He'll take the time to talk with you and stuff. And he was just, he wasn't doing a signing today. He just kind of showed up, and I told Bob was with me. I just said, if we hang out here long enough, I bet you Brian Michael Bendis will show up here today. And sure enough, like 10 minutes later, Bendis shows up. And I'm like, so I told you he would. And so he just showed up at this comic shop, and we talked to him for like 10 minutes and stuff, and the good news is, like I said, I talked to him before, but he wants to come and do a coffee video with us. And so the coffee show, hopefully one of the episodes in January will be myself and Brian Michael Bendis sitting in my living room film episode. So I'm really looking forward to the thumbnail of him being at my house. I think that would be pretty cool.
Him playing with nipples?
What's that?
Him playing with nipples?
Yeah. He pulls, jumps on the table and stuff. That would be nice. And he'd be like, "Oh, is this your?" Yeah, that's nipples. So, pretty nice guy. I had fun seeing him again today, and looking forward to having him over and shooting some content with him. So it should be.
Somebody phone ringing.
Not mine.
And it's one of them
nobody
old school
called me.
phones. It's not a cell phone. It's
a
like one of
boomer
the
phone.
grandmother phones.
That is amazing, Mr. Bueller. I have to say, I saw that picture and I was just like, wow. And I was looking at that picture he put on Instagram, and he looked like he lost a lot of weight, but
Oh, he's lost a ton of weight. And just for the record, so everyone knows, I'm tall and he's very short. I mean, it looks like I'm holding a baby next to me type thing. You know, he's just a short guy. And, you know, next to me, I mean, me being a tall guy, it's very out of proportion. So it's kind of weird looking.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap, this guy's that short. But then, you know, he lost a lot of weight. But then when I was looking at his face, I was like, the only thing that came to my mind, something like that, was like George Perez. I seen, like, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute. I had to do a double take. And I was like,
I like
all
George Perez.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
You know what? Most of them dudes are short though. Like Jim Lee. Jim Lee's short too.
Yes,
Not
he
big,
is.
big, though.
I
You
hear
know, a
you.
lot of celebrities are short though. I'm short. I'm 5'10".
Everyone looks short to me.
I'm 5'10".
I'm 5'11".
You 5'11"?
I'm 5'11".
5'10", 5'11" is not short.
We
I'm
short.
6'4", bro.
Short.
I'm
Terry,
5'6".
Oh,
Terry,
God.
I used to be the same height as you when I was in the 3rd grade. Oh,
Dylan,
wow.
you 5'6".
Yeah. I'm 6'4".
I was about to say, Dylan, you
God
look
damn.
tall. Even sitting down, you look tall.
I'm short and
I was
fat. I'm short
That's
and
a
Little
fat.
meatball. Little
the
Puerto
other day.
Rican meatball.
Rod, I'm short and fat too.
Start a
You
team.
know what? When I say short and fat, I'm 5'7", but you know what?
You're like
I
Meat Wad
have to take the shirt off or whatever.
from Aqua Teen Hunger
He said
Force.
me wad.
My wife
Ruler, the
loves
Mike Ruler.
my body, and I love her body too. So,
Ooh.
so I'm beautiful. No daughters tonight, all right, man. No daughters.
Mr. Bueller, I want to ask you, how many times have you gotten Ferris Bueller jokes in your life?
Quite a few. I mean,
Bueller?
it's pretty.
Bueller?
Yeah,
Bueller?
I always get comments like left on the comments. They'll just put on the comments Bueller or something like that. You know, I kind of knew I would get that going into, so I kind of expected it. So it's kind of cool because it's literally like, okay, there's Ferris Bueller, and then there's Comics with Bueller, and there's nothing else. That's the only 2 Buellers that people know about. So
You know, they
I'll
keep
take
talking.
it, right?
They keep talking that the Ferris Bueller reboot is coming. Not a reboot, but a sequel. How would that
I don't
work?
know what he did.
How
He's the
would that
principal
work?
now.
He's too old
He's
to
the
go-
principal now.
The principal.
You know, or he's in prison.
Or he's still in high school.
Or maybe he has a son, Bueller Jr. or something like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
He's
he's
doing
got a
things-
kid now.
He's a great actor, though.
Yeah.
You ever
So-
see him in Dexter Halls with Danny DeVito? He is absolutely hysterical in that.
Man, the only thing I saw him in after Ferris Bueller is Inspector Gadget.
Hmm.
And that was a horror.
Wow.
Check that on Disney Plus now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Perry, does that throw a curveball at you?
No, I like Inspector Gadget.
All right. Oh.
I grew up in '93. You start talking about shows from the '70s, Rod, and that's when you lose me. You know, you can get out of here, Boomer.
Wait, you
If
were
they actually
93,
released
Perry?
Groundhog's Day over again, they could actually call it Groundhog's Day 2, and no one would ever care.
Perry, you were born in 93?
'93, same year as Cable.
Yo, I'm 94.
Oh God.
Oh, man, I graduated in '94.
Oh wow, you
I
graduated.
was 94 too.
Wait, really?
Dick.
I graduated in '87. Am I the old guy here?
It's between
Wow.
you and Rod.
Hey, Fatal J, what year?
Hold on, what year?
I was born in
What year
69.
you was born?
1986, my friend.
Ooh,
86.
Oh my God.
I got 77 right here. Whoa, man.
I was born in '69.
Dylan, you the youngest, ain't you?
I'm 50 years old. I'm 50.
What year was you born, Dylan? 2000?
94.
Oh,
Bro, I'm a 90s kid, bro. Come on.
dude, I
Hey,
grew
you
up with
know what?
Nickelodeon.
That
Yo,
wow.
I still get ID for R-rated movies, though, man. Like, it's nuts.
and this is what is cool about, because the whole combo community is hanging out right now. We're talking about whatever we want to talk about, but at the same time, we can see our age difference. it doesn't matter about the
Absolutely.
age, man. And that's what brings us together.
Yeah.
And you know what? That is the dopest thing that I have to say about the whole combo community. We could talk about movies, we could talk about pop culture, whatever it is, man. When we get people like Buter want to pop on the show, and this guy has been around forever. He has about 5K. Yo, Buter, thank you so much for hanging out. And he doesn't care about that. He just want to hang out and spend time with us. That's what's the coolest thing about it.
I wanted to let you know, Rod, and you, Perry, the tickets have been purchased. The plane tickets are to go for MegaCon. Everything is a go, my friend. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys
4 days.
in April.
Wow. And all right, let's
And you're gonna be with Mr. Steve Whiting the whole time, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so you'll probably wind up swinging by our LCS too, so I'll be
Yes.
there too. I'll be there.
Are you not going to MegaCon?
No, I am. I'll be everywhere you are.
I figured you would be.
sorry.
You're gonna wake up and go take a piss, and I'm gonna be out the window.
Yeah.
Fatal J has something to show there. I'm sorry, Fatal J. What you got, brother? Show us one more time.
No, I just really love this comic. It's by it's Speed Racer, but the art is off the hook. It's
That's
by
dope.
a guy named Tommy Yon, and I've tried to look for this guy's other work. This is the only thing he did, and this is like the perfect comic run ever. The art is beautiful, man. Check this stuff out.
I remember the cartoon. I remember watching the videos through Wu Tang. Wu Tang had a,
You talking about Ghostface Killer? You know Ghostface Killer was the first one to have an AMV, a music video that the cartoon was the video.
I heard the beats in my head.
This is the beat. It's like
There it is, man.
Check out my gravel.
You know what? If we had Stay Puff in the house, he
And
would
while
know.
y'all have me on full camera, hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime gal.
Nice, man. Love it, man. I love that. And you know what? We're gonna be at the con, man. 1-2 Comic Talk. Will you be at MegaCon 2020?
I don't believe I will be. The MegCon, that's up there up north, right? Meaning like your Boston North type area. It's on the East Coast, but it's more north, right?
Yeah, down south, you know.
It's in Orlando. Orlando.
Oh, it
I
is.
just looked
Oh,
up
I
a
didn't
flight.
know.
It's like $67 a pop.
No.
For round trip.
If it was
Nah, for each way.
dollars, go.
But
living on the West Coast, I think it's a little more.
Oh, what up,
I'm
TJ?
trying to
Well,
get
Bueller,
down.
you're on
You know I'm staying on your couch, Perry, to make it.
Yeah,
Wolf
I'm
Warner.
from Oregon.
I don't know
so-
how we gonna do this, but Wolf Warner, we got to collab, do something together. I'm loving your content, brother.
Wolf Warner has been on the show a few times.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I knew of him because of you. That's how I found out about him.
We got all right. Let me acknowledge the chat before we keep on going here, man. We could talk about whatever you want. We got a few people, man. We got Mark Spector Comics. What's up, man? Air Spider 23, 2nd Street, the rooter of all the Trinity Marvel out there. Yo, what's up, Trinity?
Man, Trinity don't have a filter, man.
I know.
I mean, he'll say anything, man. I gotta stay on my toes. You know, I do a live stream with Trinity every Tuesday, and man, the stuff that come out of his mouth it's no dull moment. I'm gonna put it like that. It's no boring moment with a 2nd Street Marvel. What up, 2nd Street?
He don't give a fuck.
2nd Street in the house. We got Stay Puff in. Oh, excuse me. We got 2nd Street in the house. We got Stay Puff 1983. My homie Sean in the house, man. Goes on live every Saturday around 2 o'clock. thank you for hanging out on the Coast to Coast Comic Show. Oh man, I am beat. TJ the Slab Dragon, the master of all the slabs in the house, man. We got a show going on with John Comics with Kids. You can find that on John Comics with Kids.
Look here, I'm not trying to be a beggar, but if you want to give me a Jim Lee slab, bring it on. Thank you,
Man. I take a slab from the TJ any day of the week. But you know what? You gotta check out John Comics with Kids, man. Even though he did not put out a video today, he's busy with the family, man. He's busy with the family, doing a little vacation type of thing. But you know what? He's gonna put out more content, more Legos, and who knows what's gonna happen after the Legos. But you're gonna find him on the Tuesday after our show on Buy Your Pass. So you know where to find us at, man. I want some tacos right now. I'm getting hungry again.
man. My mama made them, and I'm like, I'm ready to take a good nap.
I'm getting hungry, man. I want to say, man, Rob will pass out live.
Look here, man.
I would not, Sean. I would not pass out. I would not pass out.
Look here, man. I'm at my parents' house, man, and they spoiled the mess out of me. Y'all see me? Somebody said in the chat, Fatal been eating on that taco for 1 hour, and you right. My mom made sure I'm full and happy, and I'm full and happy right now.
That's what's up.
The bed is looking real good right about now. But Rod live stream is even better than the bed.
You see Clarence Price's question, y'all?
Let's screw back up
It's a
here.
question for all of us.
Question for the whole panel. With the success of the Joker, which DC supervillain would you like to see receive a solo film? I said Lobo.
Deathstroke. Deathstroke.
I was thinking Deathstroke too.
I think Lobo.
I got something else.
Deathstroke, the original Deadpool, people.
That would be dope.
Exactly.
What did you say, Terry? That's a good. Which one
DC
did you say, Terry?
character. DC. Go ahead. Mr. Buter, any DC characters?
I go Captain Cold.
Solomon Grundy.
Oh wow.
Solomon Grundy film would be great.
Mm,
I always like Solomon Grundy. I just like saying his name, to be honest. So I just want to go up to the box office counter and say 1 ticket for Solomon Grundy, please. That's kind of what I'd like to do.
I was thinking out the box. I would say Trickster. I think Trickster would be pretty cool. A lot of people don't know about it, but
I would like to see Lobo, man, in a rated R movie, not giving a fuck. He's
I
misogynistic.
know.
He don't give
know
a
you
damn
will
about
know
nobody at all. He killing everybody. He kill everybody of his own people. He's wild, man.
Yo, I'd have to go King Shark or Captain Cold.
Ooh.
So I had to pick something different then. But Lobo, that was the first one or Deathstroke was first, I thought, and then Lobo.
You know what though? Lobo will be the better movie. Even
Yeah.
though I want Deathstroke first, Lobo will be more exciting because he
Yeah, it
jokes
would.
when he kill people.
You seen him in Krypton? I mean, season 2 wasn't the best, but I thought Lobo was awesome in that. Just
Good
to see
point,
why-
Dylan. Good point. I want to say Krypton.
Yep, that was so cool. Messing with the main
I got a
man.
feeling he gonna get his own movie or he'll be a big baddie in somebody's DC film.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming though because he's a popular character.
He better, man. They lacking if they don't.
I think we might get Dylan. I think we might get Deathstroke in this new Batman movie coming up.
That would be cool.
They
'cause
keep talking that he gonna show up in this movie. I hope so too, man.
Yeah. I think though, I hope I don't know if they'll get that same Joe Maglione because I kind of like the guy they did for Titans better.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell you who was a cold Deathstroke too. The dude that played in Arrow. You ever peep that Deathstroke?
Yeah. I've seen that. I'm trying to just pieces. I gotta look his name up real quick. I know exactly who you're talking to. I can't picture his face though.
But you know, since Joker was so successful, I feel like Marvel gonna follow suit and they're gonna come out with a villain movie.
Yeah.
Watch what I tell you. A villain movie is coming soon from Marvel. Because all they do is really copycat from each other. That's all they do.
They could have a Legion of Villains movie or whatever that's called. What is that? Legion of Doom.
But see, I think that's the only thing with Marvel. The only thing that they missing, they don't have villains like DC have villains. Just look at Batman villains, for instance. He got the best villains known to man.
Well, because they ain't got the rights to Spider-Man. Spider-Man got all the good villains.
I forgot about that. You're right. You're right.
Oh, man. Hey, Buter, how about villains, man? What do you think
Batman got
that?
on DC.
I know you know too about villains and Marvel comic books. We're DC fans here, but just throwing that out there towards your neck of the woods. What do you think about the villains in Marvel comics and Spidey and all that?
Doctor Doom needs to be done right.
Yes.
And Doctor
Yes,
Doom
sir.
is such an iconic villain. If they can get that right in some form, I'm looking forward to that. Especially now that you can have Doctor Doom on against the Avengers or whoever you want now because they have the rights to that. That can be a main villain. And not only is he a main villain, but he's real as well. Not like some robot or some being from another world or galaxy. This is Doctor Doom. He's a little bit more relatable. So I think they can do a lot with that character. And then Spider-Man has a ton of them. Spider-Man has my favorite villains. Batman has my favorite villains for DC, and then Spider-Man has my favorite villains for Marvel. You just go down the list: Scorpion, Lizard. What's the one I'm Craven? He's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Craven,
Sandman. I mean,
Doc Ock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Doc Ock.
and Green Goblin is like the Joker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, look what they did with Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2 20 years ago. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. That was like 20 years ago when they did that one. And it was probably one of the best villains that they've ever done for a comic book movie.
Y'all ready to throw some tomatoes at me and throw the darts? Y'all ready to throw tomatoes at me?
Well,
Y'all-
we can. We're gonna keep it on 3 hours, man.
Okay,
We're gonna keep it at
Raw, this is
5 more minutes, man.
Raw, this real quick, real fast. Y'all mentioned Dr. Doom, okay? Remember that first Fantastic Four movies we got, the first two?
Yeah.
I like that Dr. Doom.
Yeah, it's way better than that one that came out with Michael B. Jordan.
That reboot was trash. It was
They did
trash.
Dr. Doom somewhat right in that movie, at
But
least. in the
that first
original.
two Fantastic Four, that dude that played Doom was pretty good.
Yeah.
I
They've
like them.
aged badly, but when they first came out, I enjoyed them.
I might watch them tonight. I've kind of forgot about the movies.
So Chris Evans was a dope Johnny Storm.
Yeah. And you usually don't see that happen. Him being in one Marvel series.
Oh my God, you guys
Being in-
talking about that? I'm talking about Jessica Alba.
I was just gonna say, yo, dude, I
Hell, man. You
biggest
talking about
crush on
guys,
Jessica
man.
Alba.
Jessica Alba.
Dime piece.
And she don't even do movies anymore, huh?
She doesn't have to. She does makeup. I tell my wife all the time. Freaking Jessica Alba. She already knows, man. One
Dude,
night.
I used to
She
love
already knows,
the
man.
Blue movie with Paul Walker. Just wearing that blue bikini the whole movie. I'm like, yes.
Oh yeah, I paused that many times.
Oh yeah.
There we
I had
go.
pictures on that. I had like multiple pictures of her from that movie all over my room.
Well, Rod, I want to ask you this:
In love.
if you that in tune to Jessica Alba, have you ever seen Sin City?
Oh yeah, I bought the. I remember the PSP when it came out. PSP.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bought the little cassette you put in the PSP. Man, you crack the thing open. Sin City. I was watching that movie at a bar with my homie, and we're here watching this together, having some of drinks, of course, and we're just watching Sin City. Yo, that Frank Miller. It was Frank Miller. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, Frank Miller made Sin City. You right.
Yo, That is a great movie. Go back and watch it, man.
Rod, I always tell people this: if you want a comic book movie that's exactly like the comic book, then watch Sin City.
Sin City was a great movie, and you see the one villain that has that yellow head, and you go watch Sin City, man.
Sin City, man. It's on Netflix too, I believe.
Not for the whole strip, and you see Jessica Alba's booty on there too, but you know what? You get to see a lot more. It was a well done movie, black and white movie too. At that,
It was just like a comic book. Just like a comic book. And Robert Rodriguez, who directed it, he's the man. You know he made Battle Leader Angel this year. That dude is incredible, man.
What this is the weird question. What do you think about that movie? 1, 2, Comic Talk. You seen the movie?
The Fantastic Four movie, or Sin City.
Sin City.
Yeah, it was again coming from lighting and all that. It was lit well. It was written well. To look at the stuff was cool. The acting was like, you know what I mean? So it was okay. You know, I thought it was all right.
That's respectful.
And, yeah, you know, and looking at the candy helped.
That's very respectful, and that's what you expect from, you know, just your comments and stuff like that. We really do appreciate that. How about you, Dylan? What do you think about that? If you've seen it.
Oh man, I enjoyed the first one. The second one, I don't know if I liked as much. It was still good
The
though.
second one was trash.
Yeah, I was about to say the first one though. I really enjoyed it when I.
All right, well said. And I don't hear anything now.
Did he freeze?
He froze. How about you, Perry? When you saw Sin City,
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I was actually gonna say, I didn't want to talk over anything. I'm gonna go. I actually gotta go real quick, but I appreciate you having me on, Mr. Rod. You know, it was great jumping on. Thank you, Mr. J. It was great being with you. Well, being under.
Hey,
we're
we're gonna do this next time, man. When you do lurking, I got a guy with a ski mask that wants to be on the show.
Hey man, I'll definitely try. I'll toss you on, man. You know, we gotta do some more content together because I got a few things I gotta talk about, especially some Star Wars stuff. I gotta get off my chest, man. And I think you're probably one of the perfect guys to do
Well,
it.
man, you know you my Instagram buddy, so just hit me up.
I will DM you. 1, 2 Comic Talk. Hey man, nobody else likes Usagi except for us apparently. So you know it's great that I was able to meet somebody that's an Usagi fan.
I dig you, Perry.
Dylan, you know,
man.
My
Dylan's
man,
killing
brother.
it, dude. He, you know, Dylan's on fire, dude. Every holiday stream, Dylan's gonna be on top of it like butter, you know. And then Bueller,
What?
I don't know. Bueller's got Sam. Bueller's like, yo, I got gold with me.
he's just doing the whole like BS stuff, letting us talk, and then he'll drop, you know, this whole thing or whatever. But
Perry, will you be able to hold my bags for me on MegaCon?
Did you put me in the? Hey man, I'm still waiting to hear back from my press pass.
All right.
You know,
hey, I'll hold your bags, Peter. I'm so short. I'll hold your bags, and you know I don't care.
No, I want Perry to do it.
I'll do it. Why not? I got the suit already. Just throw some bags on me, you know. All right. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.
All right,
Peace out, Perry.
all right. With that being said, guys, I said I was not going over 3 hours. I went over 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. And Perry is still there. I don't kick his butt out of here.
I tried to hang with him, I couldn't do it.
Nah, he's all right, man. He's all right. But you know what? Beautiful chat, man. Beautiful chat. We got a bunch of people. Second Street Marvel, Trinity. Also, I already mentioned his name. Let's see. Clarence, Comics on My Mind. Big Lion Cat in the house. What's up, man? Robert the G Spot Godva in the house, man. Thank you for hanging out, Robert. Yo. I'm going to end this show real quick right now, man. Mr. Fatal J.
Yes, sir.
One of the best moments of 2019. Let's end it that way.
What you mean, in my life or in comics or what? Comics?
Let's go with comics, man.
Okay. I would have to say the movie Joker, and I'm gonna tell you why. It seems like, and I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but it seems like movies now are starting to have special agendas to them, secret agendas. And when Joker came out, it was just brutal. It was psychotic. It was madness. Everything that goes against what's been secretly put inside these movies. So I think that was a big win for the moviegoers, for the comic book collectors, everybody who's pretty much tired of what's secretly going on with these movies. So that's the best thing for me to happen comic-wise for 2019.
It's pretty dope, man. A lot of people love that movie. A lot of people didn't. But you know what? It's one of those things where either you like it or you didn't, you know?
Yep.
I enjoyed it. My wife didn't. Let's go to comment talk. What do you think, man? How about your 2019, one of your, comic books or movie, what is it?
For me to wrap it up, actually, is a ball of wax. Is the fact that much like yourself, Rod, and others that have welcomed me onto the show, those of you like Dylan, Bueller, Jay, that have welcomed me into the community, I'm just grateful that you guys are here. I was curious on how the reintroduction of getting back into reading and collecting comics was going to be, and you guys made it this transition, this segue, very easy and welcoming. So I want to thank you guys, because it's a pleasure not only to be able to enjoy something that I've enjoyed since I've been 7 years old. And Bueller, you actually read one of my things on one of your reviews one time, and talking about my age and the things that I went through collecting, and to be able to come back to this community and be welcomed the way I have, along with my son, to be able to share with him my love for this, and him to understand it and to enjoy it as much as I do, I believe. I'd like to thank you all. And to me, my 2019
awesome, not to cut you off, but that's awesome that you and your son, because I have a son, and that's awesome. Y'all can find something to bond with, and that's how I am with my little boy. He's starting to get into comics. I didn't even know he was digging comics until he came home and he was like, "Hey, look what I got from the public library." And it was a graphic novel, and that blew me away. So we got this thing now,
That's how it starts.
Yeah,
that's how it starts. So, and a quick side thing. Hey, if you see me or my son, this is one of the things that we do. If you see me or my son at any signing event, at any comic shop, at anything that we do associated with the anime, manga, comics, or anything of that type, all you have to do is identify us by saying 1-2 Comic Talk. If you do that, we will give you a shirt. If we run out of funds to buy shirts and not have any more on hand, we will buy you ice cream. And if we no longer have the funds for ice cream, we will give you a shout out on one of our shows, guaranteed. Because 1-2 Comic Talk is about giving back to the community that has given so much to us. Thank you.
Do you have the shirt to show off?
I have a shirt. If you give me, 10 seconds, I can grab one. Yeah.
Grab it, buddy.
We put it up on Instagram, and it's just a simple little shirt. It says 1-2 Comic Talk, and I'll go grab one now.
There it is, man. That's what's up, man. This is what the whole comic book community is about, man. It's about, doing what we do, man. We love comics. We love
Second Street. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone, Second Street.
Just ignore him, man. Just ignore Trinity, man. Just ignore Trinity.
Yeah, so
he always messing with me.
We just go to the local Michaels and we just buy up shirts, and then we just print out little things, and we have different types of different colors. And
okay, cool. I wear a 2X.
All right. Hey, this is all I ask is, I even know one of JB. Find us on the Instagram, DM me, and we'll do what we can when we can. We'll send them out as we can afford to do so. We don't do any Patreon or anything like that. We just out of our heart, we just want to send these things out.
Man, you're a good dude, man.
Awesome, man. That is awesome.
You
Fatal
are
J
great.
is awesome. 1-2 Comic is awesome. Dylan, our homie in the house, is awesome too. Dylan, before we get to Mr. Comics of Beauty, before we end the show, Dylan, tell the people, man, who you are, man.
Tell them who I am.
Man, of course. If they never see you,
I
man,
didn't know we were talking about our favorite thing of the year.
you can fix your hair and all that stuff if you want. I gotta fix my hair.
It's
Yeah.
my hair too.
Nice.
It kills me, man. It kills
You
me.
need
when
a
it's
shape
all
up,
messy.
man. Fatal J, you need a shape up.
I do, man. I do for real.
All
And
right.
you know what? I want to shape up by Dominican because y'all keep the things perfect.
Yeah, I'm not Dominican. I'm Puerto Rican. Let's get it right, brother.
I mean, my bad. I mean, Puerto Rican, my bad. But
Yeah.
Puerto Rican cats, man, y'all have the fades and the edge ups nice, man.
Damn right.
No.
That's how we do. But that's why I don't have no hair, but I got a bunch of sweat. So you know what? My homie right now, Dylan in the house. Dylan, tell the people who you are, man.
Yo, I'm Dylan. I run Dylan's Comic Book Rants. You can find me on all social media outlets under the same name. I be usually lurking in the chats and all the live streams, and I'm always just hanging out. And I usually put out one video a day at least. And I do comic book reviews. I got my weekly pickups review, and just come holler at your boy and hang out.
Well said, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
brother.
as always, man. Yo, you don't gotta thank me. Bueller just popped out the house. I guess that's the Puerto Ricans. Oh, what? Bueller's coming back on right now. Bueller is in the house. He's coming on right now.
Yeah, right when it was his turn.
Well, it's his turn right now. I know he loves drinking some coffee, loves drinking some stuff. But you know
Me
what?
too.
You know what? I know I owe Bueller a coffee, and I got a Café Bustelo para ti, brother. And you know what, Bueller? I'm gonna send it out to you, man. I got a nice new bag of coffee, man. Café Bustelo, Spanish coffee for you, brother. I'm sending it out, man. I'm sending it out to you. Probably 2 packs because you probably love it so much. It's some espresso, man. But it's going out to you, brother.
I'm still waiting on that coffee. You've been telling me you were going to send me that coffee for like 6 months now. I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
I
I need to get fresh coffee now. Fresh coffee, man. This is Comics for Beauty. This is my homie. He just said for the last 6 months, I have not sent out coffee to him. So that's how you know he is a good friend to the comic book community. He is our homie, one of the best people in the comic book community. Puts out great edit comic content, especially on certain mornings. And he's going to tell you right now, Mr. Bueller, Travis, sir, thank you for jumping on, and thank you for your time.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we put out a bunch of videos, and honestly, 2019 has been extremely awesome for us here at Comics with Bueller. I mean, when I look at the beginning of the year to right now, and just like the audience that's been able to find the channel is just fantastic, and it's beyond what I ever thought it would be. And honestly, all the experiences and just the things I was able to do this year alone, I never thought I would do, or even come close to be able to do the things I was able to do this year. And it's basically because of the audience that found the channel and that gives me the opportunity to do this stuff. So 2019, one of the best years, being part of this community, being part of shows like this with Rod and everyone who's on board and all the other shows that are out there. It's a lasting memory that's not going to go away, and I'm looking forward to 2020 for sure.
All right. Your favorite comic book of the year? Do you have one, or favorite read of the year?
my favorite read of the year has to be Midnight Vista. That was probably my favorite read. Just really enjoyed it. It's a little different comic book. It's a science fiction, alien abduction type thing. I kind of enjoy stuff like that, and that's probably my favorite read of the year. So Midnight Vista by Aftershock Comics.
Nice. I'm not too sure if I answered you that question already, but I want to make sure.
The comics?
Did I ask you your favorite read or?
Yeah, that was. I didn't know if you were asking like the favorite movie or whatever. That was the one I don't think you asked me, because Venom and like Middle West were probably my favorites of the year. For the reads, the movie I'd say Endgame, and then hanging with the community and getting to know all you guys, man, and just hanging in these live streams. Y'all have been the greatest thing of 2019, man, for real.
Awesome, man. Looks like Fatal J wants to jump back on and say a few words.
Yeah, something flashed across my screen. Something said buy Viagra, and then it knocked me off the panel.
No,
Them damn pop-up ads.
That wasn't me. That was just Terry Comics.
I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I accidentally pressed the wrong button and it knocked me out.
Oh, that was someone's ads.
That's my newest sponsor for 2020, Viagra. By the comic.
Oh man,
known to be.
Oh,
somebody said, laugh out loud. That's what happens when you call Rod. He's Dominican. I'm sorry. I was thinking Puerto Rican in my head, but Dominican came out. I don't know why.
It's okay, man. It's all right, man. No worries, man. No worries. We're all Ricans, one shape or the other. But you know what? Yo, man. The one Puerto Rican's gonna bring coconuts. I'm gonna bring a coconut. I'm gonna smash your face next time, man. You mentioned me. I just messing, man. Fatal J, man. I'm just cutting promos, just talking crap. But you know what? Yo, man, I'm gonna end this show, man. I said I'll keep it under 3 hours. Good Lord, I did it again. I don't even know how this is possible, man.
It was fun though.
Yo, it goes quick, man.
Man, I can't believe we was on here for 3 hours. That's how much fun we were having.
Bro, I went for 5 on Christmas Day. It's crazy, bro.
Well, how about this? Take the show to Dylan's channel. And I want to say thank you so much to my homie, the G-Spot, Robert Gottefeden. Yo, thank you so much for the super chat, sir. If you guys don't know him, he'll probably be going on later on tonight on a different time zone, man. This guy is awesome. His wife, Mrs. G, she's awesome too. She's a redhead, and she's awesome. So, guys, man, support the comic book community. All you gotta do is check out Mark Spector's comics. He's in the house right now. We got comics on my mind because of comics on your mind, because it's on your mind. Check out
comics on my mind and my mind on my comics.
There it is, man. Fatal J know a thing or two because he watches the channel, man.
Yep,
that's the man right there.
And we got Big Lion Cat, the auction ruler of freaking YouTube. I don't even know how to start it, man. This guy is just, you know what? You say Big Lion, and that's it, man. Big Lion is out there, man. But you know what? This panel is amazing, man. I want to say thank you so much for all you guys for hanging out. And Bueller, thank you so much. Dylan, Fatal J, yo, man. First time ever on Coast to Coast Comics. I had to fix the thumbnail because I jacked that up. So I apologize for everyone thinking that this is Coast. What they're thinking right now is probably, the shout out show because I had the wrong picture. But 1-2 Comic Talk, thank you so much for hanging out. And we'll have you. What was that?
Thanks for having me.
You got it, man. And we'll see you on the shout out show. Everything is booked up. And with that being said, guys, if if you want to say something else, feel free to before we end the show.
Sure, you could be picked up for the holidays.
I got one thing to say. My mommy likes to give me pretzels when I'm a good boy.
There's that.
Good job. Good. I haven't heard that line in God knows how long. Mr. Bueller is having we should say refresco, or that means a refreshment. What kind of refreshment you're having there?
It's just a cherry Coke.
Nice. So there it is, guys.
That's what I was drinking.
There you go.
All right, man. This is Coast to Coast Comics. I want to say thank you one more time, guys, for hanging out. And we really do appreciate your support. I hope everyone had a great 2019. If I missed something right now, drop it right now, man. 2019. I don't think there's going to be a show next week. I'm going to spend time with my family. And I think it's well deserved. I already booked that with the wifey, and I'm going to go like an hour away and going to spend time with my family.
That's what it's all about, brother.
So, we're going to go about, 20 people deep in and just spend time with the family and all that stuff. So, Coast to Coast would not go live unless Jeffrey, I'll hand the show to Jeffrey. I think he'll do a good job. There's no disappointment there. So,
man, I miss Jeffrey, man.
Yeah, he is an awesome homie. He is the one that brought me to the live stream, I have to say, and there would not be no Coast to Coast if it wasn't for Jeffrey. And he is awesome. So
the homie.
That's pretty much it, guys. If you guys wanna, man, shit, it's like I want to end the show, but I
yeah, on the lookout. Yo, Rod, you gonna be at the New Year's live stream that I do? We about to watch that ball drop together as a community.
Send me the invite. I'll be there. I think I can.
Everyone's invited, man. Everyone's invited to drop in.
All right, man. Awesome. Bueller, thank you for hanging out, man. Fatal J, man. 1-2 Comic Talk. Thank you so much. My homie Dylan, thank you guys for hanging out. This is probably the last Coast to Coast till next year, unless Jeffrey wants to take it. But don't forget, we got Buy Your Pass, man. Buy Your Pass Tuesday. And we got Lurking. Fatal J does the whole, you know how you call it. And stay tuned for him. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. All right, guys, man. That is it. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, check out the channels in the chat right now. All you gotta do is click their names and their channels and like and subscribe. It's the only way you're gonna support the comic book community. Yeah, that's it, man. With that being said, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Peace, like Perry does. Stay tuned for the Lurking on Fatal's channel.
Bye-bye.